I know, but like, I said Maria and Minerva, so like.
Alrighty. Greetings, everybody. This is the Great Riek here, once again with my buddy Dell.
Hi, I shall hopefully be here full time now.
Yeah. Also, computers stop
I know, but
being
like,
so fucking
I said Maria
slow
and Minerva,
because
so
I
like.
had to get a lot of stuff for a new video I'm editing.
Mhm.
Greetings, everybody. Okay, and I don't want to hear myself. Close Chrome. Close. Good. Also, hey, Buster Gundo, great to see you here.
I'm gonna pull up the stream myself so I can see the chat.
Yeah. But yeah, I started recording for a new series today. So my computer's been acting a bit slow because of that.
Yeah.
And who?
Uh.
I'll need Julian.
You just need Marth to talk to both, right?
Yeah, but you need to recruit,
Maria first, and then Minerva. Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but like, Marth does both of that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Cavaliers might be good.
Yeah.
Whichever mercenary you've been using full time, I would suggest bringing them too.
I've been using both back and forth, so... Let's see, that's everyone that's level 4. Level 5 motherfuckers. And items.
Of all the people, of the two horsemen to use, why Sedgar?
Both have been turning out really good for me.
Oh, have you been using both?
Yes.
Okay. An armor slayer might be good.
Actually, yeah, I have 2 armor slayers, so...
Do.
Abel, you don't need it right now. Take that.
This may very well be the first time I've ever seen someone use Caesar in this game.
I use Caesar quite a bit, to be honest. Ooh, Roche can use silver lances. Fuck yeah.
Wait, what the fuck?
Can Abel or Kane use silver lances yet?
I don't know. What other weapons?
Yes, he can.
Ooh, okay.
You just need a weapon level 7 to do this. To do that.
Oh, okay. This is God.
And I'll take. There we go. But yeah, no, FE3 is kind of wilding at times.
Yeah, like it's weapon level. Good lord.
Such a fun mechanic.
I just think it's pointless, honestly, because like weapon level 7 for like one of the strongest weapons in the game. Like that's like most units in the game can reach what 7 weapon level.
I guess.
Like at this rate, I'd rather there just not be like any weapon like. I'd rather there just not be any fucking weapon like. Why can I not think of this word?
Like weapon level.
Like limitations at all, basically. Because like
getcha.
like if you're gonna make it so easy for me to use these stronger weapons, like just give it to me immediately.
And they do with Gordon and shit.
I know, but like, yeah.
Alright. Let's get this show on the road. Oh, hi, Minerva. Alright, come on. Also, I like Minerva's FE3 look. It looks so nice.
Yeah.
But then again, Minerva's never looked bad. Also, hey Argo, great to see you. How's life been? Oh. Alright, come on. I cannot wait to start skipping cutscenes again.
Yeah.
There we go. Hello?
Oh, Jesus, where the hell up here? Jeez, okay.
Yeah, that way, because they're gonna have Minerva and the Flyers come attacking you from back here.
Either I'm too used to FE11 or I'm just like misremembering, but because when you started further down. Also, hello there, Hero Crest.
Yes, hello, Navarre promotion item.
Okay, but consider. Ogba. You didn't bring Ogba, did you?
No.
Damn
Not
it.
this map.
I looked at information, I saw 2 mercenaries, like, wait, he brought Caesar. One of these is not Ogba.
Yeah, we have Caesar, and we have Navarre.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it always sucks to be sick right before school starts back up. That's always the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, what the? Oh, fucking misclick. That was a misclick.
It shouldn't be that bad for us.
No. I can start moving motherfuckers next turn.
Yeah.
And also, Minerva will not attack you unless she has no other choice but to.
Yeah.
And these guys are going to take forever to get here because they're stuck on a mountainside.
Yep.
What did that motherfucker steal? I need that back. I need that back ASAP, motherfucker. Thunder Sword.
Oh, 11 sword, okay.
11 Sword, yep. Alright. Let's get this show on the road. Because we've got quite a... I have an idea. I kind of have a dumb idea.
Oh no.
I was gonna warp Marth into here to recruit Maria.
Yeah, do it. Just make sure he's a door key, though.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna trade the door key off of Julian.
Yeah, do that.
Oh!
Hey, Matt.
Oh, wait. Castor already has a door key.
Wait, does he?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're doing book 1?
Yes, I start with book
we're
1
done
and
with
then
one.
doing book 2.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Well, hey, more FE3, that's hype.
Yeah. Alright, warp staff time. Warp.
We're doing dirty warp strats.
Admittedly, this is one of the maps where this is, like, really nice.
Yeah.
I really like how this game does warp because you get it very early, but it's so limited and you can't repair it.
Yeah, and, I mean, you do get a second warp staff later, but...
But it comes pretty late, and most of the time it's not... You can't really warp skip in this game much.
Do you not get... I thought you got 3.
You get, no, you don't get, you only get 2 because one of the maps where you get a warp staff from FE1 got removed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And healer get... Martha's in a safe space because this is before FE6 longbows existed.
I'm a little too used to FE11 if it wasn't painfully obvious.
Oh, I know.
Lippy Cloppy?
I can show you my team in just a second, Matt, because I know you haven't been you've been out of the loop.
Yeah, because I've... this last week has been weird.
It has,
Yeah.
I know.
So did you lose Harden?
No, I didn't.
No.
I just didn't bring him this time.
Okay.
Wait, yeah, why the hell did we bring fucking Abel but not Harden?
Did you lose Bantu?
Nope.
We just didn't deploy him.
Didn't deploy him.
For some reason he
Okay.
thought Drog was a better alternative here.
Yeah, sadly FE3, like, okay, in FE3, Doga is, like, actually pretty fucking good if you want to use him. But Bantu just does everything he wants to do so much better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my fun fact, Drog has gotten two defense level ups in a row. On a
Dear
10%
God.
growth.
Christ. This
Yeah.
man's damn near invincible till you start fighting dragons.
Yes.
I was about to say he's almost as good as Roger, but Roger's not in this game.
Yeah, but this is my Marth right now. He's not that leveled right now, unfortunately, but he's got plenty of time.
Yeah, and it's
He
smart.
got
It's
a-
not...
He got a Angelic Robe, I think.
Yeah, Angelic Robe. He, and gained a point of HP since that Angelic Robe.
Yeah.
Right back here, we've got Caesar.
Cool.
We've got Julian because...
shit. One sec.
Julian for thievery, whatever the hell.
Yeah, best girl. Like,
Yes, Sheeta.
best priestess.
The first of the dummy thick priestesses.
Best mage in the game.
Fuck. Wendell is absurd. It's
Yeah,
isn't he like super solid in FE12, but he just gets worse every game?
Yes.
Yeah, like
he gets worse.
He gets worse in every consecutive game, but he's still super good in all the games he's in.
He's like worse. He's like if best example I could think of is like if you ended up breaking a finger of Mirio's each time to attempt to nerf him in MHA.
Wendell is just, he's such a well-designed unit that even, like, you know, I've come to really like FE11, and I've softened a lot on FE12 in recent times.
Yeah.
But, like, I still think that they have much worse balance than the original Arcanea games.
Yeah.
But Wendell's one of those units, they even the DS games couldn't fuck up.
No. And then here's Sedgar.
This man's hair is legendary. I fucking love his hair.
I know, right?
Him and Wolf have such stupid hair, and I love it.
Yep.
Here's Caster.
Okay, yeah, it's book 1 Caster, so he's not like absurdly good.
I mean, he actually is pretty good in this game.
He's pretty good. Just
like his like what's his strength growth? Isn't like 60% strength?
Yes.
Growth? Which is like for this game, he's like pretty damn good.
And then there's Gordon. Who is Gordon?
I'm gonna check something real quick, because I'm trying to remember if Marth is one of the units that can get to the 100% strength growth with Leo.
I think he is.
Isn't it like 50%?
It's 50%.
I think it's I think Leo's 50%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
like, can get up to the 100% strength growth.
That's what who can't then? Jesus Christ.
A lot of units. Most units don't have 50%.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I know, huh? Warren can. Funnily enough.
Yeah. I will say one of the funniest things I ever did in FE3 was I gave Yabello, I believe I gave him all of Leo, Gemini, and Scorpio. So he had like a 160% strength growth.
Bruh. Base.
Leo, Scorpio, and Gemini, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, yeah.
So he got a total of plus 100% growths to those stats.
Yeah.
Oh, Minerva's right there, and she's gonna be waiting right there. Minerva's no longer a threat because she's trying to go towards Maria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She kind of just vibes for a bit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But yeah.
Just do keep in mind there is a really scary hero right there next to her.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm waiting. That's why
Yeah.
I'm not gonna open the door just yet.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have like doesn't he have a hero crest?
Yes, he
He
does.
does.
Cool.
So like we do want to kill him, but just like we want to plan this out here.
Yeah, we do exactly.
I'd
Can you just scroll up to the hero real quick?
rather
One
we not lose
second.
Iron Man here in this chapter.
This is where I lost my FE1 Iron Man in Chapter 10.
Can I just say how fucking dripped the fuck out all heroes are in Arcanea?
I know, right?
At least in FE3, like, God, this guy is dripping like an icicle on a hot summer day.
I know. Jeez. So I'm gonna keep my archers back just to be the fuck you flyer squad.
Yeah, that's fair.
Flyers and archers and Sheeta. Caesar, you need to go down so that you can kill some armor knights. I also need to steal the fun fact, the thief will now drop both the Levin sword and the reblow staff.
Yep, because this game works on, I don't think it's been done like this since, where they just drop everything.
It
in the
hasn't.
item slots.
It hasn't.
I don't remember.
Um,
I feel like
Horatia doesn't have...
yeah,
drop-
no, FE5 just does not drop items here. Period.
And then FE11, I know you can only have an enemy drop one thing at a time.
Yes,
Okay.
same with
Yeah,
FE12.
Okay, so yeah, I think just like FE6 onward, that's just how they've done it.
Yeah. Which is a damn shame, because, like...
Because I remember
especially
doing
with
like
Weaves,
because I remember doing some really funny like shenanigans with like with like manipulating an enemy into like dropping something that I wanted that like it didn't normally drop in FE11.
Yeah. Alright. Cavaliers, come my way, get your ass kicked.
Do we have a Rider's Bane on someone?
I think we do.
Okay.
If I forgot, I think I traded it off of Harden onto someone else.
One thing I do like about like thieves dropping everything in their item slots is that it lets you just let them get 4 chests.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
they'll still drop everything, because I'm pretty sure they even drop gold in this game.
Yes, they do.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, weird. Because that's like the one thing that like most games would like drop limes on. That's the one thing that most of these won't drop. I do know.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure in this game they do drop gold.
I,
if they
that,
steal
might,
it.
that might be why they replaced just like gold chests with like bullions and whatnot. Now that I think about it.
Oof,
Yeah,
okay.
probably.
This is gonna be
Please, Javelin.
painful.
Is he dead?
Not yet.
We might have fucked up.
I have a physics staff already.
Those are 2 Wyvern Knights with javelins.
Well, one's about to be fucking dead.
Allegedly.
And miss.
I was hoping.
Ooh, Gordon level up.
There is no
Defense and HP.
There's never been any faith here for Rick. You watching the stream should know this by now.
Yes. But yeah, now there's only one
There's
guy.
also Pegasus Knights.
Yeah, they're not too scary. They only have 7.
Steel's Pegasus Knights, they're kind of a joke.
Yeah.
I mean, are they? This is not FE7.
No, they're still a joke. They still weigh them down to 0 AS.
I mean, Zedgar only has like, what, like 20 HP, 22-ish?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Oh, Lena level?
Level fucking 9, Jesus Christ.
Luck and
Luck
weapon
and
level.
weapon level. Can't ask for much more, because you're not going to get much more.
No.
Yep.
This is not the game. Oh, I should have traded off, Too bad you
It's
can't.
Navarre, I don't think you'll... It's Navarre, I don't think you'll care too much.
Oh, I wanted to trade off the armor killer, though, was the thing. But I can do that real quick. Oh, no, I can't. I messed up again. I can wait another fucking turn.
Kanto is not a thing in this game, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can wait another fucking turn. But yeah, and Marth can wait. Oh, my phone
Well,
is-
you can open that. You can open the door right above him. You just don't want to open the door after that.
Yeah.
Oh, Caster.
Well, he's got the lower defense.
That might be a problem.
He's gonna be fine.
Can the Pegasus Knight reach? Let's find out.
No. Well, maybe.
One of them can, but again, it's... Ooh. That Pegasus Knight just fucking died.
Sent to God, same day delivery. God
Damn. Yeah.
God. The canonical 5 points moment.
The canonical 5.
It's
God. Oof. Luckily, I've got Wendell too, and now I've got Maria.
Yeah, like, literally, Merrick died back in like what was it, like chapter 5, and like
Oof.
both Rick and I were just like, yeah, we don't really give a shit. We have Wendell.
Well, I gave a shit because I was like, I like Merrick. But
I do too, but it's like,
Merrick. Okay, admittedly, losing Merrick in book 1, it kind of sucks, but like it's not a huge deal. Losing him in book 2 really sucks because isn't the Excalibur tome effective against fire dragons?
Yes, it is.
is it? I thought it was just a wind tome, not like an ice tome.
Nope, it's effective against dragon. It's effective against fire dragons. Yes, it counts as an ice tome.
That's so weird. Okay. No, it's just effective against flying units. That's all it says.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
I was gonna-
okay, right. It's super good against the wyverns. That's what it's good against.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Blizzard and no, not Saber. Never mind.
All right, Gordon. Chip this motherfucker down to most of his HP.
Because, like, fucking 12 might 100 hit 30 crit against wyverns is super nice.
It is. Alright. Caster.
You know, I've talked about this borderline unprompted many times, but, like, you know, since we're here, I really love the enemy design of dragons in this game.
Same. Dragons?
They just... Huh?
Like, in what sense?
In that they have 0 AS, but they ignore your defense.
Oh.
So you're guaranteed to be hit pretty hard, but you can play around it a lot more.
Yeah, because it's not like they're gonna double you ever. They literally cannot.
I mean, usually they won't double you in FE12 either.
Yeah, but it's just... You also don't have to worry about, like, variability. Like, everyone can double them and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it makes them more consistent to deal with, and I think that's just a really cool enemy design, because they're still very threatening, despite that.
Yeah.
I've never really worried about that, because usually what you would do for that is you just, like, I forget which secret stuff it is. It's either chapter 9 or chapter 11. You just stock up on a bunch of dragon pikes and worm slayers anyway, so, like...
Yeah. I guess.
I think it's a lot cooler than just making them scary enemies in FE12.
Yeah. I wish that...
speedrun.
It works for FE12 because you can forge in FE12, so
You know, I wish this guy dropped a Knight's Crest. Just so I could promote, like...
Don't we, like, already have one?
No, we do not.
Okay, weird.
This isn't Thracia.
Well, no, like, no. I mean, like, I thought we already got. I think you got one. I thought you got one like last chapter. Is what I mean.
Oh no, we did not. All right.
Yeah, I would honestly, I would really love to try out FE12 with some of the changes reverted to FE3. Like the universal promotion items and like the dragons, but that would be damn near impossible to hack in.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Alright, Cavaliers, come at me. I've got
These Cavaliers are actually kind of scary, and I like that.
Cavaliers in this game are pretty scary.
I mean, it's also Roshea, so like.
Yeah, I mean, and at this point, Silver Lances are easily buyable.
Yeah. Also, they only require 7 fucking weapon level to use.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, just in general, in the old Arcana games, Cavaliers can be scary enemies.
I mean,
yeah.
Because, like, they've got really good stats overall.
Alright. Let's play a game of Caesar just kills these fuckers.
I was gonna say that the Armor Knight lost.
Yep.
I guess you could say he armor killed him.
Oh my god.
That was just bad.
That's not even a fucking. It doesn't even. God, alright.
That's just because it was the fucking armor kill.
Yeah.
That was more to poke fun at the old translation than anything.
Yeah. Too bad there's not really a good new translation of this game.
I will be right back.
The armor kill staff.
Armor kill staff. Yeah.
Alright, time to go back to the... By the way, if you hear me mumbling, I'm playing Echoes in the background.
Oh, one of my friends is playing Echoes for the first time.
And he's such a fucking good game.
And he's messaging me about Echoes. He's like, there's one thing that he thinks is right, but he doesn't know if it's right, and he's hoping it isn't.
What thing?
He's hoping that Rudolph isn't Alm's father. And I'm like, I just didn't respond to him after that, because I'm like, I don't know what to say, because anything I'll say could give it away.
Yeah. You know, it's so funny to me, like, especially with remakes and shit, when people are like, oh, that's a cliched story point. It's like, it wasn't when it was written.
Yeah, exactly. The thing with a lot of older Fire Emblem, a lot of older Fire Emblem is very cliche classical shit. that back in the day, it wasn't too cliche.
Yeah.
Back in the day, that shit was fresh. That shit, like, you have to have respect for your originals, I say.
Yeah, and another thing is, like, a lot of people think cliche equals bad.
That's because
But
we're
it's like,
in an...
I think Alderman Rudolph is a really well done, like, the villain was the hero's dad all along thing. Because, like, especially in Echoes where you get the extra context of, like, the whole plan, it really checks out and it makes you feel like Rudolph was never the bad guy, he just had to play the part.
Yeah, another thing is, going back to the whole cliche thing, we live in an era where everyone wants to be as subversive as possible in the worst kinds of ways.
They just fuck it up literally every time.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. It's just...
It's because they stopped trying to... It's because they started trying to be subversive rather than innovative.
Yes, exactly.
That's the big reason why I feel like a lot of things nowadays, whenever they try new things, don't hit the mark like old things that did new things.
Mm-hmm.
Just because older stuff was trying to innovate on the genre or the medium or on the gameplay of something.
Yeah.
But newer games are trying to shake things up rather than improve things.
Strength,
Holy
speed...
shit! Okay, good
Yeah.
shit, Caesar.
Caesar's... Okay, the thing with Caesar is Caesar's an overlooked unit because he's actually really good. It's just that he starts off with low bases.
And also, like, the big problem that both him and Rad have is just they're damn near pointless units. You have both Agma and Navarre by that point, who are just so much better in every way.
Yeah, but Kaga designed those two to be replacements for Caesar
Yeah.
and Agma if they died. But... Ooh, skill, luck, defense!
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, also, Argo, you brought up, like, one of the biggest, offenders of the subversive shit, The Last Jedi. But that's like beating a dead horse at this point.
Yeah.
Because I could go on about my Star Wars hate. Also, look at this.
Look at what?
Look, he's indoors on his mount.
Oh my god.
But you can't move him if you keep him like that, so... Alright, Wendell. Heal. But yeah, yeah, it's just, you gotta have good cliches aren't bad, it's how you use them.
Yeah, and like, as I said, a good example of like the whole like the villain was really the villain's father kind of shit. I do think Echoes does that really well because it sets up for the rest of the story and it's hinted at the entire game.
Exactly.
It's outright said in Act 3 even.
Mm-hmm. Like,
when Say calls Alm Rudolph's pup.
Yeah, Rudolph's pup, and also you kind of have to be stupid if you don't get it by the time the Alm is holding the royal sword.
Yeah. Admittedly, if it's your first go-through, I get not getting it immediately. Especially if you're, like, not paying super attention. Or haven't...
Just open the door, Rick. Just open the damn door.
Open the goddamn door!
There we go, fine. Hopefully the sniper doesn't come at us this way now.
I don't think he will, because you're not in his range.
True, Drog
yeah, so he's going that way.
And he deals 5 damage to Drog, which isn't that scary. Yes, he doubles, but...
Okay, but 8% crit.
You're right! But I'm not that
scared. He would need a double crit, though.
Alright, now what's in here? Ooh, a Dragon Slayer. Ooh. Fuck yeah.
Dragon kill staff.
Dragon kill staff.
That wasn't even intentional.
Christ.
What is it about this game that makes me say staff instead of sword?
Now it's like, you'll get your door when I get my damn rent. Yes. What's better, playing FE3 or FE11 and 12 separately? That's a good question.
That's going to depend on you.
I would say it depends on what you like are wanting out of the experience.
Yeah. All right.
Because like we have someone in who's very firmly in the FE3 camp and someone else who's very firmly in the FE11 and 12 camp. So like, really, it just kind of depends.
Do you think that if you want just like the intended original experience, you're not going to get that from FE11 and 12? They're still good games, but they do corrupt the experience that was intended originally for these games.
Yeah.
By a lot. And whether or not you like that or not, it's up to you which way you want to experience it, but I would say you should just play both.
Honest.
Fucking defense, Jesus.
Yeah. Snipers
but really, you shouldn't rely on Book 1 of FE3 to be your, like, Part 1 Arcade experience.
You really shouldn't. Like, as much as it's a good condensed version, it's a condensed Motherfucker. Oh!
The equivalent of a playable The Story So Far episode in a series.
It is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, hey, Elena, great to see ya.
And, like, I think Book 1 is phenomenal. I think the maps that it does from FE, like, 1, it does so much better.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just... I would say FE11 is a much better version of Book 1.
Yeah.
Plus FE11 actually does have, like, a more, like, it fleshes out, like, FE1's story a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like the best way to read Part 1 Arcania is FE11, I think.
Yeah. But like, if you want the original intended experience and like what the story was always supposed to feel like, then play FE3. But if you want more of a like a more modern gameplay experience, then you can play FE11 and 12.
Yeah.
Even though I don't think FE3 will be unenjoyable to anyone who likes the core Fire Emblem. It's just it doesn't have any of the gimmicks and like bullshit that modern Fire Emblem has.
FE3 is like the most
all FE since it has.
FE3 is like the most basic of Fire Emblems.
Yeah, it's just
like,
it's got Fire
for someone
gameplay in like a perfected way.
I think that's like that's probably why I don't really care for FE3 as much, because like now that I've like since I played all the other games in the series, like this game is just it feels basic to one of it being kind of boring for me.
And that's fair, I guess, but I feel like
Also,
it's simple without being regressive, like say FE6.
Yeah, FE6 feels like a straight up downgrade from usual.
Yeah.
I don't even like FE5, but like FE6 is a downgrade in pretty much all areas from FE5.
I mean, at the same time, I can understand why it's a downgrade, because like, you know, like the series creator just left and now they're like basically got to start from scratch and like how to carry the series forward. So it's like I can understand wanting to like.
And then they plagiarized a story from FE1 and 3.
Ooh.
I mean, hey, like if it works, which it kind of does in FE6, kind of doesn't.
FE6's story for me is kind of weird, because, like, on one hand, it's not, like, terribly written by any means.
It's not awful, but, like, it's kind of boring, honestly, I think, the story.
I think it is missing all of the actually, like, good parts of FE1 and 3's story.
Mm-hmm.
But has all of, like, the same story
that's the wrong person.
Worse.
Yeah.
Like it does have some good moments. Like I think Narshan is actually a really good like sort of like mid game villain sort of.
I think Narshan's a pretty cool mid game villain.
Yeah.
I think Zephiel and Idun are really good villains.
Mm-hmm.
And I
really like Idun.
Idun's something that even I'll praise FE6 for.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
It's such a cool like take on like the evil dragon antagonist that Fire Emblem's done like a lot of times up to now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though at that point it had only been done 3 times.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, technically it's been done like.
It's been done 4 times. Like.
Elena, what the fuck are you going? Oh, I mean, actually, I see now.
Same one, and one of them you didn't fight as a dragon.
True, you didn't fight. You're right, Lopped here.
So, like, you didn't fight Loptier as a dragon. 2 of them are just Medius. And then there's Doom.
You know what? You made a good point.
I'm not saying, like, oh, like, yeah, it's the most original thing ever. I'm just saying, like, yeah, it hadn't been done a lot at that point.
No, I get
It's,
you.
like, Dune is a very cool take on it.
Yeah.
I don't think she's quite as good as stuff like Grima, but, you know, like, I am the biggest Grima simp on the planet, so...
Yeah, Grima is just, how you do the ultimate villain type of villain.
Yeah, Grima's also like a really good take on that whole archetype.
What I love about Grima is, like, with Medius and stuff, they're like... They're not normal people by any means, but, you know, they're fairly human creatures that are just degenerated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Elena brings up a good question.
What's that?
Are there any dragons in fiction as powerful as Grima?
Probably. There's a lot of really fucking strong dragons in fiction.
So, okay, ignoring, like, universal bullshit, like... ignoring, like, the upper end of D&D dragons and shit that aren't, like... that go from the realm of extraordinary and godlike to utterly absurd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The only one that comes to mind immediately is, like, maybe in Caligon the Black.
What's in Caligon from?
And Caligon the Black is, I believe, from the Silmarillion is where that story is told.
Oh, yeah!
And he was the most powerful dragon in, like, Tolkienian stuff.
I can't wait to see how they do him in Rings of Power.
Okay, Rick. Offer your input for me. Bahamut. In Final Fantasy.
Which iteration?
Just in general.
You see, the problem with Bahamut is it depends on the iteration.
I mean, I guess it's like he's pretty damn powerful in every single one of his iterations, though, is the thing.
Yeah.
Like in Final Fantasy 1, you don't even fight the fucker. He's like, yeah, no, I'm like, you're not strong to fight me. Here, I'll just give you your fucking promotions.
That's true.
Pussies.
And then in FF3 is like his weakest version. Let's be fair here.
I guess, but I mean, he's just a regular summon in that.
He's just a regular dragon that you find in the mountains in that game.
Oh. Meanwhile, there's Final Fantasy 14 Bahamut, who is like they're solely responsible for one of the like most iconic moments in gaming.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Recoil. It depends on the Bahamut. Like, FF, like... And then it's like FF5 Bahamut's just a regular summon, so you can't really count that. God.
Like...
Oh, Shinryu! You're talking about Shinryu, Elena, the old... Yeah, Shinryu.
Oh yeah, Shinryu, yeah.
Shinryu in FF is a fucking weird case, but that's because the void in Final Fantasy lore is fucking insane.
Yeah.
The thing with, like, comparing Grima to things is that a lot of dragons, and especially high fantasy stuff like Final Fantasy, a lot of dragons that reach that sort of level of power usually have some kind of, like, esoteric shit going on.
Yeah.
Like, one example that I can use is, like, the divine dragons from Dragon Ball. Where they have their whole wish-granting thing going on. Or, like, some kind of, like, celestial or reality-warping power. I would say I don't think there's many that reach the same level of, like, threat level as Grima. In, like, standard power level.
Oh, Argo brought up, speaking of Dragon Ball, Porunga.
Again, Porunga and the Divine Dragons are wish-granting dragons. I think that's... I think it's really hard to compare the two.
Yeah, like it's, from what I know, like the dragons in Dragon Ball very much take on like sort of the like the Chinese dragons of like powerful but benevolent sort of deal.
Yes, they can be killed, and we know that they're not particularly powerful outside of Super Shenron.
Yeah.
So, like, it depends on... And, well, okay, the wish-granting dragons would lose to Grima because they're probably weaker than Grima. And wishes cannot unwillingly affect anything stronger than the dragon.
Elena, I can talk about the Fabula Nova Crystallis universe any day, But then I'd be like Matt whenever you get him started on Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
We'll be like... I know, but I like how Purunga is just super jacked. You know, I like that too, honestly. Just...
fucking rip. Like, okay, so Del, you know what like Shenron looks like in Dragon Ball, right?
Is he like that big green dragon?
He's the one that's just like super long. He's just the generic Chinese dragon.
Yeah.
Here, let me just pull up an image of Purunga for you.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
And before he doesn't even look like a dragon.
Oh, he will. Dragon Ball's good about their dragons looking like fucking dragons.
Yeah, that's Purunga.
What the fuck is that?
He's just jacked as hell for no fucking reason.
Elena, Eos in Final Fantasy 15 no longer connects to the FNC lore. They made sure of that, unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
Because
unfortunately, he says like it'd be better if we got versus 13 instead of 15.
You're right, but at the same time, it's like I still wish they could have connected it because FNC was Hajime Tabata's big project.
Yeah.
But he was told he can't make 15 be part of FNC lore because they just wanted to finish the project with Lightning Returns.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad.
Yeah. Yeah, like there was actually supposed to be a bunch of games with FNC, like but the only ones we got were like the 13 trilogy and Type 0.
Yeah, I mean, and there's gonna be one final game that in the FNC trilogy in the FNC lore that Lightning Returns kind of hinted to, but
wait, what?
You know the ending of Lightning Returns?
Yeah.
Where Lightning's in that new world and everything?
Yeah. And
her narration about a new journey?
Oh, yeah.
That was because the final FNC game, according to plans, was gonna have Ace, Noctis, and Lightning.
Ace?
Type 0.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Oh, so it's gonna be. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was gonna be like the final battle of all those characters.
Okay.
But yeah, FNC lore is just fucking insane.
That just makes me remember that like fucking Trails in the Reverie is getting like localized later this year, and I'm just like I want it now.
The Trails of games, I need to actually play the Trails of games like more.
You need to play it. I think you would honestly love them.
Yeah.
Just based on what I've seen, you probably would.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Cold Steel.
So speaking of which, Matt, we need to get back to Trails in the Sky.
Yes, we do. Starting like tomorrow, I'll be free more. So
I feel like that's a Xenoblade question that I don't really know, Elena.
Oh, that means I should probably give it a look.
Who would win in a fight between Lightning and Composite Klaus?
I don't know. I don't think Composite Klaus is a Xenoblade thing.
Okay, if that's an Undertale thing, I also don't get it. Because it's either it's
what? Hang on, huh?
I don't
think it's Undertale either.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't remember a character in Undertale called Klaus.
Or
maybe Deltarune, but I've only played like part 1 and I remember none of it.
Wait, who? What? Elena, who/what is homophobic?
The Trail series, I think. I don't know.
I'm fucking. How? How is Xeno? What?
Oh, Xeno. Oh.
How?
Oh.
What are you going on about?
What are you like? Oh, the Klaus was from Xeno. Okay.
Oh. What?
If even Del doesn't know, then
I don't understand what the fuck's going on anymore.
I never do.
I think that's my cue to just close chat for a bit.
That was my cue. That's my cue to say what the fuck is going on. Aletta, Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about?
Anyway,
how about that FE3?
Back on the subject of like
Zanza.
Cool.
Zanza is also called Composite Klaus. Okay.
No, he's fucking not. Where? Where is he called that?
or something like. But anyway, back on the topic of FE3, you were saying that.
Yeah. Or he was talking about Grima.
Oh, Grima,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I can tie Grima into FE3 if you want.
Oh no.
It would be loose. I mean, like, you know, I've talked about, like, the cool, like, theory I have of, theory in the way of, like, this would be cool, rather than, like, I think this is what's happening.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, I've talked about how I think it would be a cool idea if they went with that, fuck, I keep wanting to call him Formodus. What's the, like, Fornatus?
Fornaeus, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Fornaeus.
That made Grima?
Yeah. Fornaeus, yeah.
Yeah. I've always thought it would be cool if he mistook Loptier's blood for a Divine Dragon's.
That would be an interesting thing, honestly, and it'd be a very easy mistake to make for an outsider, you know, of dragons.
Yeah, because, like, you know, Loptier was second, presumably only to Naga.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
and, like, theoretically, maybe Tiki. But Tiki wasn't even born yet. Would have just been born whenever Loptier was defeated.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it was mentioned that even with 11 of the 12 weapons, you couldn't beat Loptier.
Right.
Even though you totally can in the game.
Yeah, but...
Who would win, 12 legendary weapons or 1 berserk staff?
My god.
But yeah, like, I just think it would be really cool if, because that would also explain all of the not subtle connections between the two, because there's a lot of overlap in everything about Grima and everything about
Like
Loptier.
the One Awakening chapter was just like, hey, let's just randomly bring in the fucking Dead Lords for a chapter.
Yes.
And I think it would be so cool if that was just because Loptier made Dead Lords, so Grima makes Dead Lords.
Yeah.
Exactly. I would love it if we got, like, you know, I know it'd be a very touchy thing, but imagine if after we get the eventual strength, speed, defense, HP, but any...
Ooh,
Get that level up, holy shit!
Yeah, Roche is good. But anyway, imagine, like, if they did... Like, they'd have to be very careful, but after the eventual FE4 remake that we all know is fucking coming, what if they decided to do a new game in Yggdrasil? Like, years in the future or something.
What could they do, though, is the thing.
Yeah, they'd have to really pull something out of their ass to do that.
Yeah.
True.
Like, I'm not opposed to the concept of more usual, but it's like, what could they do?
Yeah. Yggdrasil's story was really, like, a done deal in FE4.
Yeah.
So it'd be really hard to fit something in
Like-
that would connect to the original story and not feel weird.
They already fucked a few things up by just adding a side story to part 2, so like...
Yeah.
Yeah. God. You see, I don't know that fight, Elena, because I still have yet to really actually fully play Xenogears. Like, it's been a long-ass time.
What the fuck's called Classic? What? Huh?
Oh, she's not talking about Klaus anymore.
Oh, okay.
She's talking about who'd win between Faye and Lightning.
Oh, probably Lightning. As much as I love Faye, Faye's kind of a pussy compared to Lightning.
Yeah, but... Sorry, just was reading the chat because I don't ignore the chat too much. I ignore the chat somewhat. The chat's somewhat like, sometimes like my stepchild. I ignore it sometimes. But when something interesting
He
comes...
bright ideas when he says he doesn't ignore the chat too much. He still ignores you most of the time.
For a second, I thought Wendell got a double crit. I'm just like, oh, okay.
Wendell's out for blood.
I mean, if Wendell wants blood, he can...
Yeah, I brought this up last stream, but Matt, I love how Wendell's canonically like a pacifist, even though like not only does he appear as a playable enemy or a recruitable enemy, but he's also like the best combat unit in the game.
He really is. Wendell is just too good for his own good. Alright,
Wendell is like, if they did Pent right, years and years before they did Pent.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, it's a whole bunch of non-threats.
If you want Martha C's, you might want to hurry up though.
It's a whole bunch of non-threats. Look, those guys aren't gonna be that threatening to me. Look, they're
I mean,
all
if
the
you
way
say it.
over there.
I mean, you say that, but like, if you still have yet to move in 3 or 4 turns down the line, you might be eating those words.
Next turn, they just walk through the wall.
Oh my god. Okay, I didn't know Kaga was already thinking of Vestaria Saga shit at this point.
PS3 moment.
I
God.
would fucking laugh.
That's something that I feel like...
he just introduces like these ghost enemies that are able to just like phase through walls.
But for some reason won't phase through a sword.
I mean,
Skill, luck, weapon level. Goddamn, Wendell.
it's the fucking RPG gun logic. Like, guns are basically non-threats in every single area except for cutscenes where they're fucking lethal.
Yeah.
Alright. Rocher exactly kills this guy. Holy crap.
Assuming he hits.
Come on.
Also, no, that's 4 damage. So they got 3 HP left.
Yeah. Speed ring.
Speed ring.
It still throws me off they do the death like music for all the bosses. It still just throws me the fuck off.
Yeah. Okay, now Minerva has to talk to you, right? Not the, or no, Maria has to talk to. Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait, no, it is Marth.
No,
Oh, it is Marth. Okay. Oh, okay, but does Marth have to talk to Minerva, or does another? Okay, it's this.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep, we've now got Minerva, and now
Man,
let's.
Minerva's so fucking pretty in these games.
She
is. This game.
Yeah.
I don't like what they did with her at FE 11 and 12. Because,
Yeah.
like, they made her way more masculine.
That's
like,
just.
I'm not against masculine women, just...
Like just the
That's just
the perpetual case of resting bitch face.
That's just the
Yeah.
style that That's just the style that artist goes for. Just look up Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
In Ghost in the Shell, it's the exact same problem.
But yeah, like, you know, she's meant to be a fucking princess. Like, she's a wyvern rider too, but...
Yeah.
Alright.
She looks a little better in Fire Emblem Warriors, but like, eh.
Yeah, it's still the FE 11 and 12 design, so it's still not great. Well, okay, correct. It's a good design by all accounts.
It's
I'm
a
not
good
gonna
design,
say it's a bad design at all. It's
Yeah,
just...
it just doesn't feel right for Minerva.
Yeah.
Good job.
Also, Arcanea heroes. They're kind of a bitch to fight.
Also.
Yeah. Man, I still find it hilarious that they did a Berserker in this game and then just never did that kind of Berserker again.
Yeah.
A motherfucker!
You missed.
Motherfucker!
You paid for your insolence.
Rip Kane.
That was a real motherfucker moment.
Well, I hope you didn't. I hope you weren't planning to use those 2 like silver lances you had on them.
I have like 7 more in my inventory.
Yeah. Can you move Draug in front of Marth?
That's the plan.
Okay.
That's the plan. There's also... What's this guy's AS? 10 AS. Okay, so he does not double either Caesar nor Navarre. We are killing this fucker. Or I will die trying.
Also, Doga would be a bad idea. This man has an armor kill staff.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, but consider, would you rather we lose Draug or we lose Marth?
We won't lose either. With what's about to fucking happen.
Yeah, I was about to say, you should just...
Just, like, stay down, don't attack.
Yeah.
That's 7 HP.
Yeah, but he wasn't going to be able to kill with that hit, no
Oh.
matter what, unless he crit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you blocked him off. You could have moved Draug up.
Yeah, actually, funny enough, almost all of my dead units are redheads. The only ones that aren't are Jagan and Merrick.
The anti-me rum.
Oh my god, yeah. Cause
It's okay. We've still got Lena. We still got Maria. We still got Minerva.
yeah.
Are there any other redheads we get in the run? I don't remember.
Not that I know of. Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
3.
For the free XP, it's 3 XP. Woo!
Alright, these guys, they're not a threat. How much damage is...
Not enough. I can almost guarantee you that.
He does exactly enough with the with the kill sword.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good old kill staff. Always good.
99% hit rate, too.
That's more than exact kill.
The
No.
sassy walk.
Oh, never mind. No, it's not okay.
Yeah. Level 5, strength,
Oh,
luck.
Strength, luck, HP.
I was looking at his attack and thought it was Marth's attack for some reason.
And hey,
Okay.
now I've got a hero proof that I can give to either one of these fuckers.
Yeah.
Or Ogma, because Ogma's level 7. I think.
Yeah.
Either way, when someone's level 10, they're gonna auto-promote. There's no reason not to in this game.
Yeah. There's barely a reason to in any game, to be honest.
I
Not
like-
to.
In games like Radiant Dawn and Awakening, you probably don't want to insta-promote, but like,
mean,
like-
FE...
for the most part, you do.
I also don't like to insta-promote in Path of Radiance purely because of transfer bonuses.
Admittedly, you can't really insta-promote many units anyway in Path of Radiance.
Yeah,
Yeah, but still.
You get like 3 fucking Master Seals.
But still, either way.
I wish they would bring that whole concept backwards. Like when you reach level 20, if you gain another level, you just promote immediately.
Yeah.
That's a... Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, honestly. That was my favorite concept from Tellius I wish stayed.
Mm-hmm.
Really, like, Path of Radiance promotion was just really cool, because, like, you know, some classes they got to choose their secondary weapon and shit, and it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's kind of a neat middle ground of like branching promotions, but also like not like making each promotion kind of static.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially since FE8, like FE8 has like the really big issue of like so many classes. They're just like there's just an inherently better promotion for like every unit that's in the class line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, usually in FE8, it's not even really close.
Yeah.
Because, like, usually in FE8 especially, it doesn't really matter if you've got more stats on something like Sage versus Mage Knight.
Yeah.
Because stats don't matter all that much in FE8 comparative to the stat difference between the two classes. You'll have it more than enough with Mage Knight.
Like, in comparative to like fucking like Mage Knight for all intents and purposes is just Sage but more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
it's
much.
Sage with slightly lower stats
In a
and
game where that's
higher
really-
move.
Yeah, in a game where that's not really even that much of a pain.
Alright.
Yeah.
Hey, Nina.
Can I just say, like, I really don't like Nina's FE11 and 12 design as much.
She looks
The
like
Again,
she
like...
looks older than she is.
She
Sure.
looks like she's in her mid-20s, not 15, 16.
Shiro Masamune has never been good with drawing women. Let's be fair here. Like, okay, at least drawing young women, because when Shiro Masamune draws women most of the time, it's because he's drawing for hentai.
That's fair.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh,
This-
this map. Gotta love
Oh.
pets.
Boy, this map.
Hello, what used to be Jake.
The boss used to be Jake. Not the boss, but the guy on the throne.
No, the guy on the throne was just always a ballista. The boss was always...
No. Yeah. Like the guy on the throne used to be Jake, not the boss. I mean, I misspoke.
Oh, yeah. Hello, what
Yeah,
used
yeah,
to
yeah.
be Jake.
Yeah.
And... this...
Chosen Kaga.
Chosen Kaga, yeah. Alright, we bring our healers, because you can never have too many fucking healers. That's my rule.
I fucking love this game's art style.
It's got a really good art style.
What level is Navarre?
5.
Oh my god. I want a solo level here. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah. That is the most debatable thing you said that we could actually debate, Elena.
What?
Final Fantasy Tactics is still the best SJRPG, like strategy.
Hell fucking no. God no.
Yeah, you've got like the biggest fucking tactics hater.
I don't like Final Fantasy Tactics at all. At the very least, I don't like the original FF Tactics. I do like Tactics Advance and Tactics A2. I played once and then I basically immediately forgot everything about it afterwards.
Tactics A2 is like a game that has a lot of fun ideas, but yeah. Silver Lance, 1 iron.
2 iron. 2 iron.
What do you want about, Matt?
I said I was making a joke on Big Iron, but you know.
I'm wondering who I should give my speed ring to. I'm thinking it might go to
Honestly, Minerva would not be a bad idea, honestly, but
what is her base speed? I don't remember in this game.
I think it's like 8 or something.
12.
No, it's 12.
Yeah, no, so yeah, don't use that on Minerva.
I'm thinking it's either going to Roche or...
Give it to... I would just save it for now, honestly.
What about the luck? Because luck anyone could fucking use.
Give that to Marth. The lower his odds are of just dying to random crit, the better.
You're right. So, 1 goddess icon. We're taking that from you, Abel.
Luck in this game is like such a weird stat, because like... Luck for pretty much the... For pretty much the entire series, luck is one of those stats where it's like you really feel it if you have an absurd amount or none of it, but you never really notice if you have anything between the two.
Yeah, and like in this game, no one has any luck for shit, so it's like luck is actually bad.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, if you won, like luck doesn't do anything aside from like crit chance and like magic avoid, so it's like who gives a shit?
Yeah. Once luck started mattering a bit more, it became a bit weird. Yeah, Fire Emblem did, like, invented, like, the medieval SRPG genre, to be fair. Because, like, you didn't really have...
So just invented the SRPG genre.
Well, no, Famicom Wars existed. Like, Famicom Wars, or as we now know it, Advance Wars, existed. Before FE.
I mean, like...
The original Famicom Wars. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I guess, but it's not the series that really turned SRPGs into what they are.
That's true. That still is Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem is the SRPG genre nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
There are no archers over here. Good. They're just sword people that I can easily slay.
No, FE3 sword unit, so they're a little spooky, but...
Remember, weapon triangle is not a thing in this game.
Right. But look at their stats. Their stats are still scary.
Okay, but consider 13 attack, 96 accuracy.
There's just a lot of them there. That section, if you take it careful, you could pretty easily do it with, like, a Sheeta that's been trained up a bit, but, like, you just gotta be careful.
Rig, for some reason, decided to train everyone equally here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's worked out pretty well for me so far.
Says the man with, like, 10 units dead.
Only 6 units dead.
Oh, 6.
Almost 10 units dead.
I
mean, it's basically 10 rounded up.
Yeah. Famicom War is basically... Oh, hey, this dragon fucker. Motherfucker. Needs to fucking die.
And Matt has now entered the chat.
You called?
Dragon fucker, yeah. Oh my god. You and every other fantasy fan out there nowadays.
I was the original.
You were into fucking dragons before it was cool.
Exact.
Yes.
She's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, yeet, motherfucker.
I love how lazy the throw is whenever it misses. Like, these fuckers have no distance on their arm.
Alright. Yeah, yeet.
I should put on pants.
That's a hell of a thing to just say out of the blue.
Yeah, I know.
I just realized my legs were kind of cold.
Skill and HP. Nice.
I've been sitting here in my underwear this whole time because I was wearing, like, super tight pants for a funeral.
Yeah.
Oh. You know, it'd be funny if in FE3, these guys had like the gross that Sedgar and Wolf had the gross they had in FE11.
That would be hilarious.
Like it's
That
just
would be gooftacular.
And maybe they would actually be good.
yeah.
I mean, they're not bad here, just... They kind of come in after their usefulness in this game.
It's just like the reason like I don't I feel like this is a weird case where I feel like bows in this game were half as good if Sniper wasn't such a good class.
Yeah.
I'm
Sniper.
thinking of book 2 anyway. I'm stupid. I don't know what the fuck I was on about.
You're not even fucking playable book 2 in this game. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
As they should be, but you know.
That was a good episode, Recoil. Recoil said like about like you saying about like wearing pants, like taking off like wearing pants. I'm just now thinking of that Avatar episode where Aang is having a dream about fighting the Fire Lord, but he forgot his pants. I fucking
same though, dude.
I fucking love Aang so much. Like
is it time to enter the anti-core rant of this part of the
no,
topic
we can
now?
shut the fuck up about Korra for once.
All right.
Korra spared the wrath of today.
No, you still haven't watched Atla, have you?
I've seen like the first episode, and I just for some reason never got back to it.
The first season, at least like the first half of the first season, is pretty mid compared to the rest.
Yeah.
But like it's stuff you kind of have to suffer through because it sets
I've
up a
heard-
bunch of other stuff.
I've heard both Avatar and Legend of Korra start off pretty slow.
Yeah.
This-
Legend of Korra just has the issue of where, unlike Avatar, where it just gets better and better as the show goes on, Korra is like dips and ups, and the highs just never reach the same as Atlas, sadly.
There are highs.
I would like to point out the ballista in this game are so fucking funny to me because they look like artillery.
They're supposed to, but it's like I feel like Kaga at times, I feel like these are just leftovers from Famicom Wars at times. You know? It's like, hey, I use these in Famicom Wars. So
I've not really played Famicom Wars, so I can't say anything on that.
I've only played a bit of Famicom Wars. I didn't care for it. Just wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
I like my
played
characters to actually be characters.
I played like half an hour of Advance Wars, and I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, Advance Wars. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Alright.
Even just looking at Advance Wars, doesn't look fun to me.
Yeah. I can only just about stomach XCOM for similar reasons.
I think
Skill lock,
XCOM
weapon level,
is
HP.
cool. It's not quite my thing, but I think it's a fun game that's well designed. It's just, again, personally for me, I also don't care for like the modern aesthetic.
Yeah.
The reason I love Fire Emblem so much is because it's fantasy.
Yeah, that's fair. And that's completely valid.
Honestly, it's kind of funny. Like I love Fire Emblem, but I don't really like most other SRPGs. Like I will play the Everlong fucking Double Survivor, but like that's about it.
I mean, just in general, I think there's good reason for that. SRPGs as a genre, to call them niche would be giving them a little too much credit outside of Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a very real reason for that.
I do remember like there was a friend I was watching on Twitch that was streaming like some kind of Gundam SRPG. I think it was like Crossrays is what it was called.
Super Robot Wars Crossrays, yes.
Yeah. And,
I
like,
love
that
Super Robot Wars.
That actually did look kind of neat. I
The
just
thing
don't
about-
know anything about Gundam, so it's like
Well, Super Robot Wars isn't just Gundam, it's a combination of every mecha series out there.
Oh, okay.
So you don't need to know anything about Gundam. You just need to be a mech fan in general.
Okay, so I'm fucked is what you're saying.
Yes. But it's like, hey, you want to, like... Would you like to see the Ava from Evangelion go against Gurren Lagann from Gurren Lagann?
Christ.
Or Getter Robo versus fucking, Fuck, I'm trying to think of one. Speed Up, okay. Yeah, in Advance Wars, one of the things I also don't like about Advance Wars is how your characters don't really matter.
Yeah.
Because they're not characters. Your units are expendable. Your units are expendable no-names.
Yeah.
That can't grow or anything. It's the same reason I couldn't get into Wargroove.
Mm-hmm.
Which, Wargroove was a fine enough game, I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
That's something that I think a lot of people really misunderstand about what makes Fire Emblem work. Of, like, you know, Fire Emblem for a lot of its lifetime was a fairly gritty series where, like, the expectation was that you had units die throughout the game.
Yeah.
And people just seem to misunderstand what made that work.
Mm-hmm.
And took it as, oh, expendable units is what made it work. No, that's not what made it work.
Yeah, no.
It's units that you actually grow attached to that can then die, and that's a permanent punishment for misplaying.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Now, granted, Fire Emblem in recent years has kind of lost that. I think that really started with, like, FE8.
Yeah.
Whenever they started having only, like, 1-2 units at most in each class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's more so just because, like, they started to realize, like, oh, hey, like, a lot of these classes can, like, kind of overlap in, like, their duties and whatnot.
But that's kind of the point.
But it's like, yep.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. Classes are meant... Some classes and units are meant to overlap so that if you lose someone, it's a replacement.
Yeah. I just mean, like a...
Ooh, that was a good level up. Skill, speed, luck, defense, weapon level on Sheeta? Hell yeah.
I get what you mean, Del.
I don't... yeah.
I think whenever you have a bloated cast, like, say, FE12,
Mm-hmm.
where a lot of the time... Okay, FE12 has a lot of units that really don't matter.
Yeah.
Because they share classes or classes function too similarly, and so it makes certain units useless. I think that's whenever, like, that becomes a really big problem.
Yeah.
It's not that a lot of classes are similar. It's that, like, a lot of the classes, like, there's, like, not enough classes to justify that, just the sheer number of playable units, I don't think.
Yeah. And, like, I don't think FE3 suffers as much of a problem, partly because it's just a balanced game unit-wise.
Book 2 has, like 30% less of, like, FE12's cast.
Yeah.
No, it'll actually. I think doesn't, like, FE3 have, like, one of the smaller casts in the series.
It does.
It has, like, 45. I think.
45, and then they added, like, all sorts of, like, new units into this game in
They
particular.
added, like, 25 units in FE12.
FE12 was 77 units.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they added 32 new units.
Yeah.
And FE12 is still the largest playable cast in the series.
Yep.
Yeah, and, like... But yeah, I think that could have been solved in another way if they had wanted to keep permadeath as, like, an important core aspect of the series, but obviously they've moved away from that.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I don't really mind because, okay, this is probably a hot take. I don't think permadeath is really as integral to FE as people want to say it is, because, like, what's integral to Fire Emblem is that you get attached to your units, I think. I think that there are more. I think that there are more ways to do that than, like, making it so that they die permanently when they get killed.
I think that was integral to to FE1 and FE3.
Well, yeah, but that's just because, like back then, like, they didn't really know, like, how else to go about it, because, like, they didn't really know, like, what am I trying to say here? I don't know. Never mind. Ignore me.
Just in general, I think FE1 and FE3 were truly designed around it as, like, one of the core gameplay mechanics, so that permadeath was a thing that you played around rather than avoiding outright.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the existence... Because, you know, these games were built with like you can use any unit at any point pretty much and train them up to where you need them to be without excessive effort.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
FE4 was really the first game that changed that.
Mm-hmm.
Other than Gaiden, which had a small cast, but Gaiden was just weird.
Gaiden was a weird experiment that paid off pretty well in my opinion. But that's just me going on a whole tangent about my appreciation for Gaiden.
Yeah.
But like FE4 was really the first game that sort of stepped away from that. But even there, it sort of had permadeath as like an important mechanic in a weird way.
Permadeath was an option.
It was almost removed.
Oh, I forgot they put George right here for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the chapter with him doesn't fucking exist anymore.
Yeah. But like in FE4, permadeath was an option, but like it just wasn't really like something you were expected to really do. I don't think.
Yeah.
Because like with how FE4, especially Gen 1 was, like you could pretty like it's like the easiest game of like all the games Kagame to like just like steamroll your way through with like a few really strong units.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In fact, you were kind of expected to do that to an extent.
But yeah, like, man, I could go on about FE4 balance for a while, but fucking... But like, I really think that just after a while, FE strayed away from permadeath being a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Arcanea games are really the only games where like removing it kind of causes problems.
Yeah.
Just because, again, these games have redundant characters. So, you know, that's, again, it's one of the reasons that causes FE12's unit imbalance is just whatever stats get higher, and you need higher stats to be good, you can't train up a unit on a dime if you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes losing a unit a lot more punishing and less of an... And you can't really make the choice of, oh, I'll just use... Like, in my FE3 LP, I lost George to a random crit, but it was fine because I just used Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't really do that.
Then he performed the same job after a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But, like...
Which, I mean, like, in FE12, he can kind of sort of do that, but it takes a lot of fucking work.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's like one of the big changes from FE12 to FE3 that leads to the unit imbalance problem.
Yeah. There's just like a lot of like redundancy with its cast.
Yeah, and whenever you have such powerful units or you need to have such high stats to do things in the mid to late game, that leads to horrific imbalance.
Yeah, like FE12, like the core concept of like FE12's gameplay is really, really good, I think. It just like it's weird for Fire Emblem specifically.
As I've said before, I think FE12
RIP
Caster.
Ripcaster.
Well.
But I think the like, core gameplay of FE12 would be better done in an entirely new game rather than an FE3 remake.
Yeah. I do think people kind of like people like a lot of people I've heard people bitch about like Hard 4 specifically in the context of like they're like, oh, playing it on classic mode is like such a chore. I'm just like, yeah, I agree. So don't play out classic mode for that thing. Like casual mode exists.
You think it was intended to be played on casual mode?
Yeah.
There should have been something to like tell you that.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it really wasn't designed for classic.
No.
And I don't think that's a big problem. The problem just comes from...
I don't mind if like the higher difficulty is not designed around like casual mode or classic mode, just because like if you're playing the harder difficulty, you're probably not like you either probably don't care all that much about like what's the intended experience, or you've already experienced the intended experience and you just want to like challenge yourself.
Yeah, and I'm also just gonna bring up something that Ultimate Recoil said about 3 houses and about the whole replaceability thing. And then there's 3 houses where if someone dies post time skip, your next best choice is gonna be 20 levels under the rest of your party.
Yeah, but 3 houses is the game furthest from the concept of permadeath in the series.
It is, exactly, and that's why he's bringing it up.
Yeah.
Because you're talking...
Weirdly enough, that's why that's like it's weird because 3 houses, like I actually did like an Ironman of 3 houses a while back, and that honestly is probably the most fun I've ever had doing an Ironman, precisely because like I don't know, it was fun to like
feel it when you lose a unit in 3 houses if you're not resetting for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, like the openly like anyone can be any class thing really made me like I actually did kind of appreciate permadeath with that, just because it made me kind of it's forced me to kind of think about like, okay, like maybe I can't really like say like I lose Ferdinand or something, like okay, maybe I can't exactly turn like Casper just throwing like a unit when I might not be able to turn Casper perfectly into like my Cavalier, but what could I do that could sort of give me the Cavalier sort of like vibe and like let it do the same things?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And like that's what I kind of wanted from like a permadeath system like that.
Yeah. And like fucking Three Houses is such a good game. But anyway.
Yeah.
Three Houses, like, I'm ready to see how Engage is, because apparently I'm ready to see how Engage is, like, in a few days. We're only 4 days away from Engage.
Yeah, and I'm fucking hype. I'm really hoping I get my money on Thursday. Because like shit, I'm gonna order some goddamn pizza and sushi or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, starting on Friday, like, I'm checking to see if my GameStop has a midnight release. If it does, I'm preloading the game on the drive back, so that when I get home, I can do like a couple hours of Engage.
Should call that GameStop and the GameStop I pre-ordered mine from and see if they're doing midnight release.
Yeah.
Probably, but like maybe.
Oh, hey, it's
No, I wouldn't be able to get a ride.
It's TRS Plum recruitment.
Woo!
God, Plum is such a fucked up. Like, I think Plum is the most fucked up thing Kaga ever did.
Man, but like at the same time, I love that point.
Same.
Just because, like, fuck, that's something I really do love about Kaga's games, is that they don't shy away from shit like this.
Yeah, no.
Like,
Yeah.
any other game would be terrified to have something like this in the game.
Yeah.
And, like, Kaga just wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
He was like, I'm telling a story set in a medieval setting, so we're gonna have medieval bullshit.
You're gonna have dark medieval bullshit. It's not all. It's not a critical. It's not some critical role bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know, I don't mind, like, I think there's, I don't know, I don't mind people, like...
Lighthearted stuff. I don't mind it whenever, like, this stuff isn't included, but it's done well by Kaga, and that's why I like it in his
Yeah, I
games.
mean, same. But I'm
And
just.
it's not fake dark stuff. It's actually like, dark themes, dark ideas, and stuff like that in a game.
I'm
Yeah.
also just, I think I just prefer, like, the dark stuff to be, like, more, like, implicit, where it's, like, it's not, it may not be immediately obvious, but it's, like, when you stop and think about it, it's, like, oh, yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
That's good too. I like
Yeah.
implications a lot.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah, it's just, both have to be done well,
Yeah,
and they
they do.
have to be done full force. You can't
Yeah,
half-ass it.
yeah,
no.
Like, if you're gonna have a fucking slave market outside of the capital city of Arcanea
mhm.
that's selling children, just fucking say it, or have
Yeah.
it be heavily implied and have that be the actual thing going on.
And I love that, like, you really can't do anything about the slave market in this game, too, because...
You scare the guy off, but, like, that's not your fight. That's not your fight.
And
Yeah.
he returns in FE3 again.
Mm-hmm.
He returns in Book 2 again, I mean, yeah. And that's just... Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up, but, like, Kaga wasn't scared of that shit, and I like that.
Yeah, no. Kaga loved to be, like, realistic with his fantasy. Like, he liked to be fantastical, but it was fantastical with a point of realism.
Another really cool thing about Kaga's writing is how he writes nobility.
Yes, he doesn't...
Because he actually sort of understands, like, the whole concept of nobility and what, like, that whole premise was that created those systems.
Right, he isn't, like...
And he doesn't take the whole, like, fucking, like, modern age, like, oh, rich people bad kind of idea.
Yeah.
He really puts forth the idea that, like, yes, shit... Because, you know, in the modern day, you have people that act like being a CEO or to put it into a fantasy setting, a king is so fucking easy.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, that's not,
And it's like,
no.
those are jobs that you give up your entire life for. You don't get to be a person at the same time as a king or something.
You have to sacrifice your personhood for your people to do your shit.
And that's something Kaga has done so well in all of his stuff, is representing these characters that have noble upbringings in a realistic way that actually addresses the problems and the problems of the nobility while also giving problems with the nobility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he has things like corrupt nobles, which is an easy thing to have happen whenever you give people power. He wasn't so afraid to shy away from that.
Yeah.
But he also showed that, yes, there is good people with power that use it for their intended purpose, which is to manage things, really.
Yeah.
And it's just such a fucking nice, refreshing take on, like, medieval stories that I'm so fucking tired of seeing the, like, modern generic thing going on.
Yeah, that's why I can't watch fucking, Willow, or Rings of Power, or Rings of Power, or fucking Rings of Power!
Rings of Power anyway. You could not pay me to watch Rings of Power.
I pirated that shit, and I still want my subscription money back. But yeah, no, like, especially like, I bring up Willow, which is a sequel to an 80s George Lucas fantasy movie that was whimsical and shit. And they kind of just kill the whimsy of it.
Yeah, like, fuck, another thing that I hate about modern fantasy is that, like, so I have intense respect for FromSoft and the worlds they've created.
Same.
They have made some of the greatest fantasy worlds we've ever seen.
Yeah, I may not like playing Dark Souls,
but Dark Souls has had an awful effect on fantasy worlds.
Thank you!
Yeah.
Someone who finally says it!
Yeah,
Thank you!
Dark fantasy is something that I love. But you have to do it really well for it to work well.
Yeah.
Stuff like Darkest Dungeon does it really well.
Yeah.
But, like, everyone expects fantasy to be dark and gritty now, when it's like, to quote Epic Rap Battles of History, the genre's called fantasy, you myopic manatee.
Yeah.
Exactly.
God.
And it's like, dark fantasy works, but
just, like,
it has to be done well.
Here's my thing, right? When did we just suddenly make the fucking arbitrary decision that realism meant dark?
Yeah. Because we're a bunch of sad sacks in reality now.
Actually, no. I know exactly what happened. It's like fucking Alan Moore. Is that the guy's?
The guy who created Watchmen.
Yeah, it's this fucker's fault.
Yeah, it is Alan Moore's fault, but here's the thing: even Alan Moore hates his own effect.
Yeah.
Alan
Okay. Also, in his defense, like stuff like Watchmen and whatnot, like it had like a lot of really like it had a lot of really dark, gritty stuff. But like the thing, like Alan Moore was actually trying to say something positive with that. If you actually stop and look what the fuck it was saying, it actually wasn't like meant to be like just dark for the sake of being dark.
Yeah, the thing is, a lot of people take dark fantasy to mean grimdark. But when you look at good dark fantasy worlds, admittedly, I don't know too much about the Darkest Dungeon world, but like its aesthetic goes fucking hard. Feel free to screenshot. But dark fantasy has always like been defined by having a hopeful tinge to it.
It does.
Dark fantasy means going against hopeless odds in a fantastical world and finding hope even against those hopeless odds. And that's what I love about dark fantasy, is that it's a hopeful message.
That's why I don't like most most tragedy stories, because a lot of tragedies are just fucking they're sad for the sake of being sad. They don't really try to say or do anything special with like the sadness.
Yeah.
That's
okay, I respect Shakespeare. I respect Shakespeare's influence on literature, but fuck Shakespeare.
I don't. I don't respect Shakespeare's influence on literature. Admittedly, like, okay, let me clarify that before some fucking shitty theater major starts jumping up my ass.
I'm prepared.
Because they can't jump down someone's throat because they have such a focus on being gay.
Damn. Damn. Okay.
I mean, they could still jump down your throat. But just like would not be like.
True. Anyway.
Christ, continue.
But, like, Shakespeare in his time had a wonderful effect on things. But nowadays, his effect on modern writers is awful.
And
Yeah.
the thing with Shakespeare back in
Because-
the...
I think it's because like most literature teachers just put fucking Shakespeare to hell on back on the students.
Yeah. Oh, rip.
No!
Not bad chord.
Yeah, but another thing with Shakespeare is, like, back in the day, Shakespeare was also a satirical dig at the modern court of, like, his modern rulers and shit, too. Just with the
Yeah.
veil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
And you
But,
see,
like-
but because that context has been lost to fucking time, his works have been horribly
Horribly
fucked.
misconstrued. Horribly misconstrued.
Yeah.
Like, the big thing for me is just that, like, a lot of people hail him as, like, the greatest writer of all time, when it's like,
He's not
he
bad.
was a good author, but
Yeah.
he's not the greatest.
He was alright.
I don't know who the greatest author of all time is, but it wasn't Shakespeare.
Yeah.
He wrote good stories,
Yeah.
stories that could be enjoyed no
Oh.
matter the time, but, like, they're not the mastercrafts people pretend like they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think that he had some real, like, bangers, but, like, they're, you know,
Yeah.
Hamlet, I think, is a fucking banger,
Oh yeah.
but not all of his stories are like that.
No.
Yeah, no.
Like, I also think Romeo and Juliet is a halfway decent story, but I think it's got its problems too.
I just don't like the tragic love stories.
Yeah, tragic
gonna
love
be honest.
stories don't really work. I think the only tragic love story I really like is FE4 because it's a tragic love story. It's just a part of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not like it doesn't even feel like a tragic love story because there's so much else going on.
And the tragic
Yeah.
love story is then followed by a story of hope. And shit.
And like, man, fuck, I could talk about FE4's writing for days, but like, it just does everything it tries to do so well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think the best part about it is how it tells what is really a very depressing story in Gen 1,
Mm-hmm.
and then turns it into a very, like, hopeful story about, like, redemption
Yeah.
in Gen 2. Like, Arvis is one of the most interesting characters in the entire franchise for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's not beloved by the fan base for no reason.
Yeah, no, Arvis is like even people that hate FE4, unless you're just diehard trying to hate FE4, love Arvis. Like I've
'Cause,
met
like,
some.
what Arvis does so well is that just, I mean, obviously I don't need to tell you two, because you two both also love FE4.
Well, tell me anyway because I like hearing about this stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Arvis, one of my favorite things about Arvis is the ability to interpret his actions,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
especially Chapter 10.
Like you and me both have different interpretations of it.
There are so many different ways that you can interpret why the hell Arvis gave the tear thing to Seleth. Well, gave it to the guy to give to Seleth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of them
Oh.
remind you, right, Arvis is the hero of the story.
Okay, so we both agree that Arvis is the hero of Yggdrasil.
He's not like the hero of the fight against Loptir,
No.
but he's like, if we were to look at his effect on Yggdrasil as a place, nothing but positive.
Exactly, and that's what I always bring up constantly.
Yeah.
That's why.
Because after Arvis became like the emperor, right? I'm not.
You know.
Okay, yeah, Emperor. For some reason, I was thinking King, but I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure it's Emperor. Anyway, you
I mean,
actually did have a
As
damn
king
good.
and emperor, but
Yeah, I mean, he did have a damn good like rule for like a while there until like the Loptir cult just got completely out of control.
like Yggdrasil under Arvis's rule became the most prosperous it had ever been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, Arvis was not just a good king, he was a phenomenal king.
Yeah.
And he only
He made-
lost.
He only lost his influence, and that, like, reign of prosperity ended because Manfroy manipulated the previous king. Well,
Yeah.
maybe not, but like manipulated
Well,
his
okay.
word, basically.
Well, he manipulated the previous king, but he also kind of manipulated Arvis to an extent, and when Arvis
Yeah.
realized that, he was willing to give his life to set things right.
Yes.
Mhm. And like then you have the whole concept of like, why did he die in chapter 10 instead of turncoating?
Mm-hmm.
And then you think about it, and it's like, there's one of two things that you could argue is his reason there, and you could very easily argue it's both.
Yeah.
Either, okay, no, there's three things.
Mm-hmm.
One, he wanted to give penance,
Mm-hmm.
and he saw the only way that he could pay for his actions in the past with his blood, with his death.
Mm-hmm.
His life was the only thing of equal worth that he could give.
Mm-hmm.
Second, he wanted to give Sigurd's son the true, like, honorable fight that Sigurd never got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And third, he saw that his role was over, and he wanted to be certain that Seliph was ready.
Yeah.
And you could argue it's all three.
Yeah.
Very easily.
Yeah. That's one of the things I really like about Reinhardt and FE5, where it's like the whole thing of like Reinhardt. If you have Olwen talk to Reinhardt in chapter 22, like he'll give Olwen like his or her blessed sword, which is like a weapon literally tailor made to killing like a really strong mage knight that like yeah, just really like, you know, which is Reinhardt. And like there's actually a few different ways you can interpret how like the reason that he does that, and it's like really I don't know, I really like stuff like that.
Yeah. It's always so nice to see.
Yeah.
I really don't like that Faye kind of ruined both Ishtar and Reinhardt by turning it into a love story.
Yeah.
Like-
okay, here's the thing, right? Like, there were, like, in FE5, there were feelings involved between the two, but, like, it was never really going beyond, like, they both knew there was no fucking chance it would ever happen.
Well, and also
like,
it's
in
one-sided.
FE4 and FE5, we do know that Ishtar did love Julius.
And
Yeah.
also, I was gonna say something. Another thing, it's also more one-sided on Reinhardt's side than it is Ishtar's,
Yeah.
and that works
And,
a lot
like,
better.
Something that I hate has been kind of lost in Faye and most people's understandings of Ishtar is that they think that she didn't love Julius, but she did. She
Yeah.
really cared about him.
Yeah. The reason why
Yes.
she stuck around with him so much is because she loved him.
Yeah, and like that's one of the things that is so lost.
A lot of people also miss the point of FE4, like the story point in FE4, and people say that, oh, Ishtar should have joined your side, there's no reason she should have stayed by Julius. Pay attention to the story, fuckers. She loved Julius, and you've killed all of her fucking family.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
if anyone, you should argue that Ishtar should have joined your side.
Ishtar should have, yes. Imagine if Ishtar did join your side, how things would have turned out, but FE4 Part 2 does the tragedy of war so fucking well.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, the thing is, you can't say that Ishtar and Ishtar are fighting for wrong reasons. They're
No.
fighting for the people they love and their families and their countries.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the same fucking reason Seliph is fighting.
Yeah.
For the people he loves, his family, and his home.
There's yeah. There's something. Oh god.
And I was just gonna say, and I fucking love how FE4 handles all of that.
Mm-hmm. There's something else I wanted to say about Reinhardt. It's like I love how they handle his the reason why he gets defeated, because like by all account Reinhardt is one of the strongest fucking soldiers in Thrud, and it's like, oh, not Thrud, whatever the fuck the thing's called, I don't remember. Frege, that's it. And like by all accounts he should have like fucking decimated Leaf in that battle, but the reason why he didn't is because like simply put, Leaf just had more to fight for by that point in the game.
Yeah.
And it's like I feel like you don't really see that a whole lot in this day and age.
Yeah. And like, just in general, Yggdrasil has a lot of messaging of just, whenever you fight an honorable battle, you will go down in history as a good man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something I love about Yggdrasil. Because, like, even even though Sigurd was branded a traitor and shit, because he was a traitor by all accounts,
Mm-hmm.
he still went down as the Holy Knight.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I love that shit. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, time to sacrifice the testicle twins to the Archer Overlords.
I mean, the Archer Overlords only deal 1 damage a hit to them. If anything. Like, yeah, we're...
It's a really slow sacrifice, alright?
It's a
Yes.
slow sacrifice.
It's like the fucking Bronze Bull.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Also,
Look at that.
hello...
Let's
Oh, wait.
Let's try to... Oh, God.
I'm trying to figure out which one of these fuckers has a warp staff. Neither of them. They got rid of it here. Okay.
Also, let's try not to get Marth killed this time around, shall we? Because this is the chapter it happened on.
Yeah, but we still got our retry.
Yeah, we do.
But yeah,
So, I got a question about that. If we have to do the retry, is it going to be like... Are we going to retry, like, on this map, or we're going to try to retry at the very beginning?
retry on this map.
Okay, good.
Now we going back to the past.
Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack, dear lord.
Oh, I should have moved Boa over here and fucking... Yeah, whatever, I can fix it
That's
later.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah, you know, there's like a top tier brainlet thing that gets said in the FE community a lot, and is that FE doesn't have good stories.
And then it's like, oh, but the only good story is Tellius.
Yeah.
And that's because Tellius, I love Path of Radiant storytelling at the very least. But it hits you over the fucking head.
Yeah.
Like the funniest part is that those same people misunderstand Tellius' story.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like Tellius is so funny because people are always like, it's an allegory for racism, and it's like, no, it's not. If it's supposed to be, it's a really bad one.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Like Tellius has always been about being able to move on from past atrocities and all that.
It's got 2 main messages. First, moving on from the past and not letting the past decide the beliefs about someone else.
Yeah.
Whether that be on a personal level, a racial level, a cultural level, anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And second is accepting that people are different and that those differences between people should be accepted and worked through rather than hated.
Yeah.
And those are the 2 main messages.
And those
there's not even a racial tinge to it. Because, oh, continue.
And it all gets ignored for 2 things. Herder racism story, Herder Eigen Soren.
Yeah. But, another big thing is just...
Brave, that's more than 1 damage.
Nope.
2 damage, but they don't double.
Armor Knight.
They don't double. Okay.
Hua. I fucking... These old translations are fucking... Listen.
Fucking, old, dollar name.
Derhua.
Hey, get the fuck back here. Get the fuck back here, motherfucker. Oh, hello, dragon.
Oh, Durgan.
Hello.
Man, they were in the FE or the book 2 version of this map. They have a fucking Earth Dragon there. I'm just looking. I got here I got here first time playing. I think it was FE 12, and I got to this map and I looked over and I was like, what the fuck is an Earth Dragon doing here?
Yeah, I know, right?
It's been so long since I went down to that part of the map because usually I just go around and go through the treasure room to get the heart.
Yeah. But God, yeah, Tellius is a good story, but not for the reasons a lot of internet people like to think, especially Memo DXX.
Yeah, Tellius, I like Radiant Dawn's story a lot more than you do, Riek.
Yes.
I acknowledge that it has a lot of problems, but I think what it does well, it does pretty well. Mm-hmm. And I think the biggest issue that Tellius runs into story-wise is just Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn feel like really disjointed worlds in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Where it feels like some things in Path of Radiance are just left behind in Path of Radiance.
Yeah.
My question
biggest
is...
my biggest thing with like Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn was like when you get to Benyon for the first time in the FE9, where it's like yeah, you meet the Benyon nobles. It's like, yeah, they're a bunch of stuck-up assholes, but like they didn't really give off the vibe of like they were serious threats. But then you get to FE10, it's like, oh yeah, these guys are like actually fucking like really fucking problematic. Well, when the fuck did this happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, they feel like they're kind of scummy, but not like...
Yeah.
Oliver felt like the only outright evil one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, that's... And then they just threw that out the window because they needed a villain, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, and they
Like,
would have
you
worked
could-
a lot, you know, they would have worked a lot better in one condition.
People people make the argument where it's like, yeah, well, like you're following a different point of view in Radiant Dawn. That's why they seem a lot more evil. Except for like a lot of the game you aren't. It's like like half the game you're following Ike, who's already met with these guys.
Yes, exactly. And I feel like, okay, and this is my biggest hot take, Ike should have not been a lord again.
It would have been cool if he, I would still like him to be in the game, but not as a lord.
That's what I'm saying, he could have
Still
stayed in
stand by that I think Sonic should have been a lord, and then she could have just hired the Grail Mercenaries.
Exactly.
Like, imagine how cool it would have been if, like, she just hired the Grail Mercenaries.
Yeah.
And they'd willingly work for her again.
So, like, Ike and them would have been playable characters, and, like, obviously Ike would probably fall into the sort of Harden area.
Yeah, like pseudo-lord sort of deal.
Yeah, but, like, he
I mean,
didn't
like-
need to be the main character again.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, imagine how cool it would have been if our fucking lords were Micaiah, Alencia, Skramir, and Sonic.
and we just kept switching between their POVs
God.
throughout the entire game.
God, fucking the fucking Lagoose Lord,
Yeah!
dude. That sounds really cool, actually.
Honestly,
Well, either Skramir or Ranulf. Pick your poison.
I would say Skramir just because like Ronald, like I love Ronald, but I don't. He doesn't. Really give me
he's
lord
not,
vibes.
he doesn't really give lord vibes, yeah. Skramir, but Randolph is his Jagan.
Plus,
or
I mean, like,
Orphe.
oh, that would be so cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be hype.
Like,
Just because like Skramir is the one who has like an actual like character arc that's like a bit more fitting of a lord.
Mm-hmm.
and each one of them, in each path, could have had their own Gotos in a way. You know, like Ike, like I feel like Ike could have been the Goto of the Sonic Grail Mercenaries. Because he's already a badass warrior of legend.
You know what would have been really cool in, like, the Sonic route in that concept?
What?
What if you got the Grail Mercenaries in waves?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. If
Yeah.
Ike is in the last wave.
So, like, first you get, say... We'll say just... Mist, Rolf, and Boyd, because they're the only ones that weren't on a job at the moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're also like no Grail Mercenaries are really bad, but those are definitely kind of like on lower tier-ish of like Grail
Yes.
Mercenaries.
Yeah, but then, like, the next group you get could have... Okay, let's toss in Oscar, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oscar. I think Oscar's a little bit better than the
Oscar's a little bit
I'm just
higher.
saying Oscar because I feel like the three brothers would be doing jobs together, and then Mist would
Oh.
tag along.
Oh yeah, no, that makes
yeah,
sense.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
And then Oscar could kind of serve as, like, maybe not like a standard Jagan, but sort of a Jagan.
Yeah, like a mini Jagan, basically.
Yeah, where, like, he probably starts promoted, but he's closer to, like, Titania and Seth than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where, like, a normal unit, he's just promoted at first.
And then wave 2 could maybe be like Mia, Race, and like
You
who
could
else?
get Mia, Reese, Gatry, and Shinon.
Yeah. And
Or
then
you
that
could just get Mia and Reese.
And
then
then
you
the,
could
and
get
then last
Shinon and Titania all together,
Yeah.
and then Ike as the last one.
yeah. Also
Well,
Soren. Don't forget Soren.
Soren.
Yeah.
I don't think that they should come separate. Mostly just because Soren is such an invaluable part of Ike's, like,
Yeah.
functioning
Yeah.
as a mercenary leader.
Yeah. I think like getting like Ike, Soren, and Sane all together would be cool.
Yeah, and
Yeah, that'd be pretty dope.
And I've thought of the Gotos of each of the 4 routes already. Like, there's an obvious choice for the Goto of Micaiah's route.
But by the way,
The
for
Black
those watching,
Knight.
by the way, for those watching a stream, yes, this is what we do on a regular basis.
Yes.
This is like a normal thing for us.
This is a normal. I mean, they've listened. We could do a fucking podcast together. We like a Fire Emblem
podcast of remaking Fire Emblem games in our heads.
Yes. I mean, people would fucking watch that. I mean, people watch.
I'm sure we could get at least 3 viewers, and one of them would be Lady.
Yeah. I mean, it'd already be better content than anything Bopper puts out. That's a joke. That's a joke. I love I love his videos.
Yeah.
Don't
Just
want to
don't
interact
follow
with
him,
you on
just
Twitter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just don't follow him on Twitter and you're good.
Yeah. But anyway, but yeah, Goto for Makaya's route, the Black Knight. Obvious answer, but
Yeah.
Goto for the Lagoo's route, Kanegas. I know that's another obvious one, but it fits so much for Skrymir.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's the other?
No, you know what who I think should be the Goto of the Lagoo's route?
Who?
It should be Tabarn.
Well, honestly,
The reason I say no to Kanegas is I think if Skrymir was actually a lord, I think it would matter a lot more if he said, I feel like I don't need to take up this fight because it is in your capable hands towards the end of the game.
Actually, you're right. You're right. So yeah, Tabarn.
Obviously, you'd have to rewrite Kanegas a bit here because I feel like him just kind of not being king anymore after the game is like really out of nowhere right done.
Actually, here, how about this? What if it was Gifka?
Gifka, actually.
I can see Gifka.
Yeah, no,
Just
Gifka's...
Cause that could still achieve the purpose, like, Kanegas wanting to, like, let Skrymir finish things, so to speak, but, like, you could still send Gifka for, like, if he needs the help, you know?
Yeah.
You could give Gifka, because, like, that's his boon companion that has served Kanegas for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now, he could be, and then he turns into Skrymir's shadow.
That would be kind of neat.
You know, passing the torch, you know?
Yeah.
And then for Alencia, that one's a little bit harder.
Alencia, Renning.
Renning would be cool.
Yeah, that would actually would be kind of neat.
Yeah, because, like, both Bastion, Volk, and Renning get 3 Gotos, in a way. Because Bastion hires Volk, and Bastion finds Renning.
I feel like what you could do there to avoid having 3 Gatos is have Bastion and Volk join a little while before the last map.
True.
And then and have it to be to where Renning has to recover after getting his, like, mind back in order.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then he joins into the fray as his badass level, like, 18 Gold Knight self.
Yes.
Is he? I think he's 16.
16,
Something
18,
if-
same
if-
fucking
if that's-
difference.
If that.
FBI, I have someone to report to you, friend.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he is 16. Alright then.
God
Oh,
damn it.
he has 29 speed at least? I thought he had 27. Okay, interesting.
He's a speedy ass motherfucker.
But yeah, then I think for Micaiah, Black Knight's sort of the easy answer, but I feel like Tornado also fits.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I can say Tornado too, you're right.
And then, like, Alencia would have Renning, Skrymir would have Gifka, and then Soniki would have Ike. Well, I feel like Ike would join at least a while before the end.
True.
Yeah.
But you know who I do think would make a really good, like, Gato for her?
Who?
Fucking, Sigrun.
I thought you were about to say Sephiran for a second.
I mean, that too, if you want to go that route,
Yeah.
but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that just reminded me of, like, one of the best scenes in Radiant Dawn is when Zelgius fucking, like, just says, okay, you want to throw hands with the Apostle? I'll throw hands with you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Man, fuck, Zelgius is really good. I really like Zelgius.
Mhm.
Man, now part of me wants to go back and like retweak my fucking like villains tier list, even though I've done that like a lot of times already.
Yeah.
Should remake mine from scratch soon. Because like my favorite has not changed at all.
Your favorite's still Grima, I assume?
Yeah, I fucking love Grima.
Grima's the ultimate incarnation of evil. Like, he's the best on evil you could do for pure evil.
Yeah. I have no idea who my favorite is anymore.
My favorite villain is still Manfroy, but I always love the behind-the-scenes villain. You know this because of my love of Hojo in Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah. Okay, but what about Sephiroth then? Just out of curiosity.
Sephiroth?
Yeah.
Oh, I actually enjoy Sephiroth too.
Okay.
He's one of the few parts of Radiant Dawn I still enjoy.
Sephiroth for me is so fucking weird, because, like, I think he's a worse version of, like, the Manfroy kind of villain.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, to me, he's just kind of boring?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, people, like, I've heard people who say, like, he's, like, I've heard people say that, like, Sephiroth is like, some of the best writing Fire Emblem's ever had. I'm just like, he's just Medeus, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, like, doesn't make him bad, don't get me wrong. It's just, like, I think the strongest writing of the series is a little bit strong.
He's not badly written. I find him a more boring version of, like, Manfroy and Arvis kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he just doesn't feel up to par to those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like Anonkos.
Anonkos is...
Is this something you and I are both doing now, Matt?
Yes!
Anonkos is someone who is good, but because of how Fates is written, is missed potential.
Yeah.
Like, that's just Anonkos in a nutshell,
I will say though, I do think like Anonkos is actually the one like universally good thing about Fates' story.
I can agree there.
Anonkos is so cool. B is for Bloom.
What does this guy have?
Do I like Zelgius or Camus? That's a hard question. I think I like Camus a little more.
Ooh, money! And an Orion's bolt. Hell yeah.
On the subject of like overrated antagonists, I think Leon's also kind of up there. Leon's really good, but I don't think he's I really don't think he's the best in the series.
I think Leon is... Okay, this is gonna sound kind of mean. I think Leon manages to be the best thing about FE8, but he's once again kind of a boring version of the, like, Arvis style of villain. Because, like, that's something that Leon does decently, but not nearly as well as someone like Arvis, is the sort of, like, personal connection to the main character.
Yeah.
Also, Recoil, you're right about the best part of the Tellius games is the trash talk, because the trash talk in Tellius is legendary.
There are so many fucking amazing zingers in Tellius.
Fucking...
It's like one of what is like horror like fighting Lavale, is that his name?
Yes, you will, Lavale. Yes, you will. Fuck, Har just got so much developer favoritism with his boss quotes.
Yeah.
For no fucking reason.
Yeah, Har. Oh, it's time. I should switch over to the Armor Slayer after I use a physics.
You know, maybe that's a hot take. I don't really like Degensi all that much.
Degensi is okay. He just kind of exists.
I don't really even count Degensi, to be honest. He just kind of shows up.
Yeah. But, like, he is a very blatant antagonist, so, like...
I guess.
I'm including him, but, like, he's kind of just there.
Yeah.
Alright. Duma, I actually really like.
Duma is a really interesting villain. Even all the way back in Gaiden, he was pretty interesting. Like, if I'm being completely honest. Yuma's just always been kind of a
Sorry,
really.
sorry, I'm not responding because I'm currently looking for a thing to check it.
No worries. I'm just figuring out my next move in this game.
Is he not? Okay. Oh no, there he is. No, that's not him. Okay, no, I guess he's okay. Weird.
All right, Linde, you're doing good.
Now I'm mumbling.
I mean, we're used to it from you, Dal.
Is it weird to like Yago more than Ashera?
I mean, Iago at least has something to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Iago.
Ashera's such a fucking boring final boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ashera's like, feels like. That's my biggest problem is that Ashera feels so forced. If I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, there's like a few major points that I hate. Skill, luck, yeah. But anyway, like, and those are the blood contracts and Ashera herself.
Sure, I'll rank General Lang.
Oh. Hey, Sparrow.
Hey, Sparrow.
Heyo. Are you gonna talk?
Silence of the Lambs.
Yes, hi. I just yawned very loudly.
We didn't hear you.
It didn't go through.
Oh, huh.
Now
That's
you
weird.
need to yawn really loudly again.
Yeah. Level
Don't
7.
steal my thunder, Matt, you bitch.
Strength, speed, luck,
Yo,
weapon
suck my
level.
dick.
Only if you ask nicely.
Suck my dick?
We're not talking about Ashera from Xenoblade.
Oh, okay, yeah, Xenoblade Ashera is fucking awesome.
Yeah, but we're talking about Tellius, Fire
yeah,
Emblem
yeah.
Ashera, Elena.
Man, fucking Xenoblade 3 has like easily the best cast in the series, I think.
I've heard that Xenoblade 3 does have a really good cast.
Yeah.
I feel cruel including Renea.
Yeah, so for Sparrow, Matt and I were both kind of working on like retweaking our FF villain tier list because that got brought up.
Alright, there we go.
Okay, they don't have a Book 1 Arvis portrait for some reason.
Yeah, that's because you don't really face him till book 2.
Should.
Or
What tier list are you using?
I've just pulled one up.
Oh, here, I'll let you know one that I use.
Right, thanks.
Alright. Oh, wait. Did I just fuck over and lose George? Please don't tell me I lost George.
Oh no, George!
Did you fuck
Oh!
up? Nope, we're good. We good.
Ah yes, the good old GitHub.
Yep.
If you lost George, that would have been a massive L.
Okay, here's a question.
Huh?
Do we count Edelgard?
I mean, I do.
Yes.
Okay.
Edelgard's like a damn good villain in AM. Like,
She's a good villain.
She's just hard to count as like a full-blown villain. But like at the same time, she definitely is in Azure Moon.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what, Kranya, you're...
This is why, honestly, this is why I prefer the term antagonist over villain for stuff like this, because, like, she's unquestionably an antagonist in, like, 3 of the 4 routes.
Yeah. But nobody, like, aside from those who slither, they're not, like, there's no real villain in 3 houses.
Yeah.
And
Honestly, I think, like, one of my biggest issues with, with the Agarthans is that, like, we didn't really need this kind of faction and this kind of story, I don't think.
Yeah, they're not really necessary.
Yeah.
yeah, they're the kind of thing where I look at Three Houses' story, I'm like, oh, there's a lot of cool stuff here. And I'm like, oh, right, the Slithery boys exist.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're like to me at least, they feel just like a kind of random addendum that I don't give 2 shits about.
Mhm.
And that's valid because you really shouldn't. Because they just kind of exist.
Yeah.
There's Manfroy and Medius and Harden and Lang. And the bitches Sean can't get.
Oh my god.
Wait, who is this? Who are we talking about here?
I just was like saying, oh, there's Garneth and Medius and Hardin and Lang and the bitches Sean can't get.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was making fun of Sean for being bitchless, even though he's not here. Is Slade major enough to count as a villain?
I don't think I would count him personally.
That's fair.
Yeah. Blade is in that weird place.
Yeah.
I'll include Eldigan. He's enough of an antagonist.
Yeah, and Eldigan...
No, stop. There we go. Sorry, carry on.
Eldigan is a really good character overall, like, to be fair. Like, Eldigan is still on my top 10 Fire Emblem characters. And that's for good reason. He's just that good.
Mm-hmm.
It just works.
Yeah. Alright.
Ishtar, Julius, and Hilda. These are the only like major villains from Gen 2. I don't have their Gen 1 portraits. Yeah.
Jeez.
I feel like as the trilogy goes on, the plot gets worse, but the cast gets better. I can honestly, I can feel it. I think, Elena. I definitely don't like Xenoblade 3 story as much as I do 1s or 2s.
And normally in the Xenoblade circle, motherfucking cocksucker.
Both of us always lose George on this map.
Welp.
Yeah, George is just cursed to die on this map. He died in my Ironman on this map too.
Meanwhile, my George getting like 3 res levels in this map.
Tell us more.
Don't actually.
So tell us more about your apparently super blessed life.
I mean, is there much more to say? My George just got a lot of res. He was just kind of a gamer.
Your George is just built different. Why did you bring Barth up there?
To open the door and to get them items in the convoy.
Your dude's bad.
I guess. Like, you could just easily do that, but like, fucking, when they walk out.
True.
Oh, also, we lost George, but that's okay because now we get Tomas.
Say that like that's an upgrade.
I mean, it's not an upgrade per se, but like Tomas is actually like
Tomas is just
good in
not
this
a
game.
huge one.
Tomas is good in this game.
He is.
Just like relatively like work-free sniper. Actually,
Alright.
wait, where do you
Here,
get the Ryan's Bulb?
I should.
Do you get the Ryan's Bulb in this map?
Yes, you do. I just got it in
Okay, cool. Cool.
It's in
Yeah, so
Ogma's
just
inventory right now.
So yeah, just give Tomas 2 levels, and there you go, free sniper. And hey, we got 2 archers right there. Just don't get killed.
You know what? You don't even have to open the door to recruit these guys, do you?
You don't.
No,
Then
they're
fuck-
already blue units.
And fuck
They're
it.
already Williams.
Enjoy getting sniped to hell and back, motherfuckers. I've got more important shit to do. Alright. You...
God,
Really can't.
the old FE3
really-
patch be like,
Is there a new FE3 patch with actual
Yes.
good text? Because I hate the way
Yes.
the new text looks. In one of them, like... If it doesn't look like this, I don't really care. I like the way this text looks. It's like how I don't like Project Naga's way the text looks, but I accept it because over time it actually grew on me a bit. The other translation patch, I just don't like the look of.
Oh, are you talking about the FE4 translation?
Yes.
I don't know. I like the slimmer I like the slimmer text. I think.
same.
Eh.
I forgot how fucking smug Oliver looks.
As
Yeah.
he should.
Signature smug look of superiority.
Yeah, but
There's like a joke. I want to send to Matt to see if he would get it, but like I don't know how to actually like do it because it require like posting like images of like certain FE
ooh,
portraits.
Maria got
Res?
resistance. Weapon level and res.
Res? Oh, res.
Yeah.
Nice, look at that.
6 res Maria. 6 res Maria. Let's go.
6 res Maria. 6 res Maria.
You want to know the biggest sin of the old patch for this game, though?
What?
Huh.
Because it used the old Ogma name, you can't kill someone and say Ogma balls.
Aguma balls.
Yeah,
You're right, it doesn't
doesn't
work.
roll off the tongue as well. It doesn't work.
It doesn't. You're right. Fuck.
You know what, Ashera, you get to join
Oh,
Kranya and her tier.
Fuck.
What?
The sniper is moving.
Right, bro.
Oh, the sniper's moving.
Rip Navarre. Rip Hero Crest.
But no, I traded those onto Agma.
Oh, okay.
Both are on Agma right now, so
It's okay. We still have the superior mercenary.
yeah, we still have Caesar.
That silence speaks volumes.
I know, right? We still have Caesar.
If I just say anything about Caesar, it's that he really doesn't rock.
What?
What was that about Caesar in Iraq?
I don't.
Oh,
It's
I get
very,
it.
Very, very, very bad dumb JoJo meme. Ignore me.
I get it.
I don't even. Huh?
Because of how Caesar dies?
In JoJo, it's a JoJo meme.
I guess. All right.
It
sure.
wasn't good. It wasn't good, but it was a JoJo.
That was really not good. What the
Vengeance. That was forced, my dude.
Oh, absolutely.
fuck? That joke landed about as well as Joseph Joestar lands airplanes.
Damn. Okay, now that one was a good one. Shit, that was 2 units this map I've lost.
That's like one of my favorite little quips from Mother Spaceman, where it's like you talk about some kind of like really bad. I think it was like the worst, like the 5 worst anime of 2018, and like one of them he's like this anime is about as good as landing its jokes as Joseph Joestar is landing airplanes.
Oh, damn. But yeah, I'm just leaving the testicle twins to take all that damage right there while I go and deal with shit.
I might want to heal Macellin because I think he's getting kind of low.
Macellin? No.
Oh yeah, okay, you already healed him.
I already healed him. And he's
So
got
you got the
13 more
res
attacks till he dies.
Yeah.
The testicle twins are gonna be fine.
Alright, I'm finally done moving everyone that I'm including on this list into the choices category.
Damn.
It should just be like S tier, Garima, D tier, everyone else.
Pretty much. Here, I need to move Cervantes into his own tier.
God, man. What
Powerful
things
stash.
people will do when they're down bad.
Yep.
Wait,
Well,
what?
Matt,
What?
Matt, do you
This has
know?
nothing to do with, like,
I'm making
Fey
it-
Grima.
I'm making a joke, but also people have been down bad for Grima for like centuries. It's horrifying.
Yes, as they should be. Like,
Okay. Do you know the amount of people who in the fucking Cypher server start out and their first answer for who they want to play as an MC is Grima? Because it's a very high amount,
Alright, Wendell,
okay,
get...
and?
to the point that it's genuinely concerning.
Why the hell would I know that? I'm not a degenerate like you.
Damn. Alright. Luck, weapon level, got a manual, had a silver, and a goddess icon. Ooh, more luck for Marth. Silver
Eve had a
S-
goddess. Wendell took the goddess.
God. Okay, how far does this fucker's move? Okay, this guy has 2 range, okay. Gotta be very careful.
Is Brunia worth S tier for me? Yes. That decision might actually be a little bit because of horny, but you know.
I
Yeah.
mean, I think we've expected
That's a
nothing less.
prerequisite with my
I
tier.
was gonna say we expect nothing less from you.
Yeah. We expect that by now from you. Okay. Maria, you can heal him up. But yeah, now I just gotta go get the Knight's Crest from the soldier down there, and I can promote Harden next map or so. If I get him enough EXP.
Nice.
Okay.
But yeah, I love that you can just get all your items from these enemies, you know? I'm gonna keep Marth back so that he can butt fuck the fucking dragon about to come out.
Peculiar, but go off.
Damn.
I think Oliver's A tier worthy.
I love the soldiers that have that Samus drip.
Same. The fucking Metroid drip.
Yes. God.
Oof.
I think this might be the hot take of the century.
What?
No.
Where I'm putting Sephiron here.
Are you putting him in C tier?
No.
Are you putting him in D tier?
No. It's
Where
not
are you
that
putting
much
him?
of a hot take.
Where are you putting him in?
He's in B tier, but
Christ, Marth.
Marth just dealt 90 damage to a dragon.
Marth gave no fucks.
Yeah, Marth said, "I'm gonna kill a dragon. Watch this."
He's getting his Medea's training in. All right.
Also, hello, Ronak Gaming. Great to see you here.
What you saw there was a trained Marth in FE11 trying to train up for Medea's in Hard 5.
Yes.
The joke is that it wouldn't matter because he would still get doubled in one round anyway.
Yeah.
Even if he had cap speed. Because for some reason Marth cap speed at 25, Medea's has 30 speed on Hard 5.
And it's ridiculously stupid.
Yeah.
Hard 5 is just Marth's biggest middle finger.
Yeah.
Like, I swear. Alright. Silver time. Ooh, 15 and he doubles. Hell yeah.
alright, there you go.
Time to take down an old man.
Oh, but your S tier is half your list. Almost.
Yes, because the S tier is filled with like good fucking villains. I think all of them are worthy of S tier, so
Alright, where's Sephiron? Sephiron's B tier? Okay. That's not that much of a hot take. I don't know. Wait, where the fuck is Veld? Did you even put
I-
Veld on this?
I didn't include him because I don't think he's interesting enough to rank.
Yeah.
I
He
think he's
is
generic.
he is final boss.jpg.
Yeah,
The coolest thing about him is that he gets to be the one that takes Avel away.
I mean, it's not even that
Yeah.
cool, I don't think.
I mean, it's better than like some of these clowns in like D tier, like C and D tier at least. He does something.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yes.
I just think the ones in C and D tier are either major villains of their respective games or like the actual focus for enough time.
Mhm.
And that's valid.
Granted, you also put Kranya on this list, and Kranya is around for literally one chapter.
I put Kranya there because I wanted to make the clown pussy tier, and then put Ashera in there too.
Oh my god.
She's not even like.
Well,
The joke here is that Ashera's a fucking clown.
yes.
Fair.
Because there's no other way that her being the final boss isn't a joke. Anyway. On a more serious note, though, I just have her, like, bottom of C tier. I'm not a big fan of Ashera.
She exists, she does her job, I've got nothing else to say.
Yeah.
I don't even think she really does her job all that well.
She really doesn't. Ashera just exists.
She's a boring gimmick boss that once you know the gimmick, it's piss easy.
Yeah, and the gimmick's
I mean, it's a
only
gimmick.
annoying because the game makes it annoying to deal with.
I mean, like, I don't know, I think it's, like, it's really cool to kind of, like, optimize and just, I don't know. I
Yeah.
like Asher as a
The real final boss, yeah, the real final boss is Degensia. You're right, Recoil.
What I think just in general, like, FE and just SRPGs in general, need the final map is what should be considered like the final boss thing when making it, instead of trying to have like a one enemy final boss.
With a whole bunch of, with a big ass shield.
Yeah.
Because, like, okay, you know, I know that you're gonna kill me for saying this, but you know who does, Ashera's concept better?
Who?
Verdant Wind.
Yeah.
That's not even the same, remotely the same thing.
It is!
It's more of like an FE5 or FE7 thing than the fucking Asher thing.
That's correct. Yeah.
I mean, it's still, like, a whole bunch of barrier spirits that you have to
like
fight.
the shield, like the shield is not even like the shield is like barely a fucking thing. Like the shield is just like hey, here's your justification for like
It's
going
like-
through this boss rush.
I think the thing is, it seems similar in concept, but in actual execution, the way it's handled, it's entirely different.
Yeah, no,
I
yeah,
guess.
And,
exactly.
like, you know, I just in general say that like Verdant Wind's final boss is one of the best in the series. I fucking love
Oh yeah,
that
absolutely,
map.
absolutely.
That's a
I agree.
phenomenal final boss map.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's not it's not like FE10's final boss.
But like what makes it so much better is that it uses a similar baseline concept but actually turns it into a full map rather than
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Also,
you have to break the barrier.
Also, like if you know what you're doing, you don't even have to go through the boss rush at all.
Yeah.
I
But
guess.
still, generally, like, it's more fun to do it, and it's actually a fun map. Unlike Ashera's, where it's just, like, if you set up correctly for it, it's over very quickly, and it's not particularly fun.
I mean, if you set up for Verdant Wind's final boss quickly, it's over quickly. In
Well,
fact, it's probably over
yeah.
even quicker, to be honest.
No, Del, when you think setting up for it means going for the quickest possible kill. No, just with Ashera, it's like give a few of your strong units an eye hill, and she's piss easy. And that's
No. Like, setting up for
Ashera.
Setting up for Ashera means like smartly placing your dragons to get the most out of the buffs. And that's actually fun. That's actually fun to play around.
I feel like Ashera is the weird thing. It's like after first playthrough, she's not hard, but it still feels satisfying to set up your dragons like based on the defense
She's just
resistance tiles. It still
always
feels
been a
like
boring fight to me.
That's
like,
fair.
Again, I think one boss final maps just don't work for FE.
Yeah.
They're either way too just annoying like Ashera, where it's just a nuisance fight to get to the credits. After you fought the actual, like, interesting culmination of the whole story, the map before.
I think VS2 actually does like a really good final map for like FE sort of thing, because the first half of the map is sort of like a almost like a defend map. But then like the second half, it's a boss kill map where it's like now all of a sudden just when you feel, it looks like you're getting overwhelmed with something fierce, in comes insert character here. I don't want to spoil it too much. And like now all of a sudden okay, now it's time to kick ass and get this done over with.
Yeah.
Just in general, I think Nemesis is a much better final map just because it's an actual map that you get to play. It's not just, well, here's the boss, I guess, like Ashera is. And I think because of that, Ashera is a much more boring final boss, which makes her a worse final boss in general.
I can see that.
And, like, the actual intended way to fight Ashera is just break her shields and then fuck with her.
Yeah.
But the intended way to fight Nemesis is much more interesting than that, and if you set up correctly for either, you're gonna have a more fun time with Nemesis because it's a more fun, just general experience.
I have fun with both, honestly.
Same.
Cher's just fucking... She's just boring to me. I don't know how else to put it. Okay, here's a better way to put it. She's disappointing to me.
Yeah.
Considering how the maps before her go, she's very disappointing because it's a small map with nothing else going on, other than her just getting to free AoE shit.
Yeah, that's kind of my opinion on it too, is that, like, there's just not much going for it overall.
I mean, there's not really a whole lot going on in Sephron's map either.
That's true.
Yeah, I think Sephron's map is also fairly boring.
Yeah, like Sephron, Sephron, I will absolutely give you every single criticism give to Ashera, I would absolutely give you if it were like on Sephron or something.
I think for the most part, just tower maps are kind of boring.
The only good.
I think the Degensia map and the first map are pretty alright. But past that, like, the second map, if you actually want to have fun with that map, you kind of have to actively try not to kill Black Knight.
Yeah.
The map 2 for me is usually just like okay, I'm almost certainly going to kill Black Knight at turn 1 anyway, so how do I most efficiently get to LaVale to get the Wishblade before that?
Yeah,
pretty much. And, like, Ashera is disappointing in more ways than just gameplay, because she just doesn't have a full map like she realistically should. But instead, she's also just... Sephiron, his map is boring, but at least he's the culmination of the story so far.
Yeah.
Like, he's the character you know. He's the character that you now know is the orchestrator of everything. Ashera's just kind of tacked on.
It's like it's an issue that it's just kind of like it's an issue that I would honestly just kind of give to like a lot of JRPGs as a whole, where it's like the big the actual final boss is this like random god character that you just kind of shows up to be the final boss.
Yeah, but usually Effie doesn't do that.
Yeah, I know, but it's like
it doesn't do that.
I mean, a couple times it did.
This is a few times.
Yeah.
Does it a couple times? Like FE7 does it, and like
FE8.
I mean, FE8 sort of.
Really? Like, Formotus is hyped up for most of the game, and like, he's directly connected to Leon. So like, and in a much more direct way than Ashera is to Sephiron.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then like, Medius is a real threat that's talked about for the entire game, and is like a major premise to why you have to get Falchion.
Yeah.
Grima is hyped up with the whole game, and is directly connected to Robin.
Yeah.
And also the main lords.
Yeah.
Anakos is kind of weird.
Anakos is like, I don't know. I don't like Anakos in that regard.
Like, but that's more so the handling of him. Anakos as a villain isn't bad at all.
Yeah.
And he doesn't come out of nowhere either.
Yeah.
And then... Because, like, okay, Anakos is weird because he kind of gets 2 games before his actual, like, villain thing happens. That kind of hype him up, but if you haven't played those 2 games, he does kind of come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, even then, saying that like it hypes him up, I feel like is like, I don't it's hyping him up in the sense it's like, the game's just like, oh, okay, so these like really weird these 2 really weird things that happen both in Birthright and Conquest. Yeah, that was actually this guy's doing, and it's like it feels like, I don't know.
He's a bit of a weird case, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a bit of a weird disconnect, is what
it feels less like hyping me up, and more so that the story just feeling like going. It's going. Oh yeah, by the way.
Here's a correction. He's the answer to questions you would have after playing the other 2 routes.
Yeah.
Which something like Ashera isn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then, like, in Three Houses, none of the final bosses outside of Nemesis. Story-wise, I hate the Nemesis final boss.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I love it.
it should have been like I think Verdant wins.
Oh,
final-
shit.
Oh. Rip. Rip
Oh,
Ogma.
balls.
I should have traded the Vulnerary. I didn't realize he's at low HP.
Oof.
So
Ripperoni Jabroni.
rip 2 promo items.
2?
He has the Orion's Bolt and the Hero Crest on him.
He lost 2 of them things.
Frick. Ah.
But yeah, then, like, Nemesis comes out of nowhere, and he sort of falls into the same, like, Ashera thing of, like,
Nemesis is way less built than fucking Ashura does.
Yeah, like Nemesis literally just fucking shows up.
Because Ashura at least has, you know, all of part 4 to be like built up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's
Yeah,
kind of Yune's the bait switch.
I'm saying it's a similar thing of where they're both kind of... They didn't need to be there for the story to work.
Yeah.
I like the idea of like Nemesis actually being like showing up in like the present day Three Houses, but I don't think it should have been on Verdant Wind.
It should have been Silver
on
Snow.
Silver Snow, I think it would have worked better.
Yeah, because like that's all
Because
like that
Silver
was
Snow has more focus on the dragons themselves and on Byleth, who
yeah.
are meant to be sort of mirrors, so at least Nemesis would fulfill something.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Being
Hey.
an out-of-nowhere boss. Ashera just doesn't fulfill something, and neither does Nemesis in Verdant Wind.
Yeah. Like Ashera just feels like from a story standpoint, Ashera just feels like a tying up loose end that didn't really need to be tied up.
Yeah. Because, like, once you beat Sephiroth, that's the loose end that needed to be tied up. That was the final boss of the Telia story.
Oh, hey,
This is the rainbow called the Parthia. It's shame we don't have anyone who can use that yet.
Gordon could if I gave him the fucking, Oh, wait, no, it's level 14, isn't it?
No, it's 12, I believe.
12, I think.
12?
Let me
Okay.
check.
If you're gonna give the manual to Gordon, I would honestly rather just give it to Tomas because that's going to be like a lot better of a use at this point.
The Parthia is level 12.
Gordon, hey, look, you're gonna get a new weapon.
Why are you using Gordon for this?
Why not?
Try to reenact my FE3 LP.
Nerva.
But yeah, so I think that's probably like the best way to explain the problem I have with Ashera being the final boss. Is like gameplay-wise, she's kind of disappointing for me because she's just a short map. It doesn't really feel like a climactic battle as much as she does something you just have to do, I guess. And story-wise, her being the final boss achieves nothing.
That's fair.
Like, the story would be just as good if Sephiroth was the final boss. It would basically be the exact same.
Yeah.
Yeah, just take one of Maria's 4 fucking staves.
Yep.
This small child cannot carry that many staves.
You know, speaking of like final maps, I actually do really like Echoes' final map.
Yeah, Duma's final map is dope.
Yeah, like, and it also I like it because it also kind of achieves this deal, like, kind of sort of being a boss rush without really being like a boss rush per se.
Yeah. Like, you know, a few of like the examples of other just crazy good well, maybe not crazy good, but like really good final maps is like FE7, at least the part 1 of it.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say FE6, but no, not FE6. Well, I was
okay.
okay.
That depends. Do we count chapter 24 as part of the end game?
I still don't like it.
Because like if we do, then I actually do really like FE6's final map. Because like I like it
Chapter
because
24, I feel like needs a little bit more variety in enemies, and then it's like great.
I like chapter 24's final map or fucking hell. I like FE6's final map because like, well, chapter 24 included, because that sort of feels like a, like the big like multi-stage final boss type deal where they just like you seize and like you get a little bit more like a, I don't know how to put it, but it's like,
Also, I'll be right back.
okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah.
Alright, we ready to start this map?
But then,
Yes.
like, you have stuff like Arian showing up, and how you want to warp, like...
Yes, we are, Matt. Or Brick.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just...
Sorry, I'm
Yes,
forgetting her
yeah.
name. Altena.
Altana,
yeah.
yeah.
And how you want to warp Altena back, or if you don't have warp nearby, you kind of have to panic and do it. And, like, it's a lot of fun stuff back to back. Like, Dozel's the most boring part, but even then, I don't find him particularly boring. He's just a slightly slower part of the map. But FE4 always has slower parts of the map.
And that's kind of the point with FE4. But FE4.
Yeah, I think Dozel's meant to be like
I'm
more
not
of a
even
break.
I'm not even meaning in terms of like slowness. I feel like I go through the Dozel section pretty quickly. It's more that it's just like compared to the rest of the map, there's very little going on.
I think Dozel's meant to be more of like just like a bit of a break before before all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, as I
Yeah.
said, it's an opportunity to readjust where your units are and figure out and like get everyone where you want them to be for the next part.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like there's a time and place for like relatively more boring maps.
And just in FE4's case, boring sections of a map.
Yeah.
Yeah. FE4 has a lot of boring sections, but it's like,
But if you are actually like not playing like a dipshit, then you're using that time to figure out your game plan for the next part.
yeah. And FE4's boring maps are, as a certain paint YouTuber would say, for the theming. It's like the Solis in Chapter 4. Like,
I mean, we don't have to treat Steven like he's the fucking like.
oh, I
funniest
know.
ever.
I just don't like saying names directly. I just like to make cheeky jokes like that.
That's fair.
I just like making cheeky jokes like that because Steven's my
Also,
friend.
I forgot that snipers can run across the water.
Yeah, cheeky motherfuckers.
Pretty sure only paladins can't of the promoted units.
Oh, hey!
Really? Huh.
Well, okay, and generals.
Oh yeah, I forgot those two spawned up here.
Yeah, they spawn at the start from... So I moved Marth just to get them auto-recruited.
Also, is that hero right there? Is that Astrum?
Yes, that
Yep.
is.
Okay.
Paola.
Yeah, I know.
I just love how he's just like charging across the fucking river to get to us.
Yeah.
This man is out for blood, and no mortal limitations will stop him on that way.
Stuff. I'm gonna check this pre-pro right here. He might... Okay, he doesn't have anything cool.
No.
Neither does this fucker.
Well, hey, you lost all your fucking mercenaries, so here,
Oh, I
have a
still-
pre-promoted hero to lose.
Oh, I still have, I
Yeah.
still have, Caesar.
You still have you still also known as who?
But yeah. But on the subject of like endgame maps too, I think it's interesting that like when you look at the criteria of, you know, having like varied challenges and all that, it's funny to see how VS1's endgame hits all those boxes but still manages to not be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not played VS1's endgame, but I've seen it.
Okay,
I've seen Del
the cool
play
thing
it.
about the endgame, the cool thing about the endgame is, like I said, there's a lot of stuff
Alright,
going on.
I thought...
The bad part about the endgame is the fact that the order in which things happen makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Valid.
Like it's not intuitive.
Yeah.
In this
Another thing is that VS2 did like a similar map, and it's so much better.
VS2 just did the map. Was like, okay, but what if we put things together in an order that makes sense?
Yeah.
Mm,
And
Yeah.
and it's really fucking good.
Yeah.
nice. Alright.
What's another final boss I really like? Final map, rather.
What are your thoughts on Berwick's?
I really like Berwick's.
Berwick's
Yeah, same.
is very good.
Berwick's
Yeah.
final map is one of the best in all of strategy RPGs, from being honest.
The only downside to it is force dismounting. So cavalry are kind of crippled on the final map, which is something I've never really liked.
Mm.
I don't like final maps to be indoors on force dismounting games. Like, I'm not a particularly big fan of FE3.
I mean, like,
I mean,
yeah,
okay,
I mean-
I don't mind it if,
Oh, okay,
if
but
they're still
Berwick-
allowed to use their weapons.
Berwick's final map is like partially outdoors, partially indoors. So
Yeah.
it's like,
It's a weird thing where it's like, yeah, they're force dismounted because it's like Berwick, he doesn't feel bad.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's not a big deal, just that's like my one major gripe.
Plus, like, by the time where like you start getting into the force dismounting thing, it's at a point in the map where like movement's not really that important anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, I'm just saying, like, that's my one gripe with it.
Yeah. Like the fucking throne room, I think, is like one of the best things to happen in like all Berwick.
The
Like,
throne
Jesus
room is
Christ.
great and also
Yeah.
entirely sadistic.
Yeah. It feels like the perfect way to end Berwick.
Yeah.
So hear me out, guys. What if we put the archers in front of the armor knights?
Yeah.
I know. That's just. That's the strangest, but most hilarious decision I've ever fucking heard, and I love it.
Kago, like whoever was in charge of making that part of the map knew they had something special.
Mm,
Yeah.
but yeah, like I'm not a big fan of like FE3's final maps because they're indoors with forced dismounting.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you that I'd hate Thrasia's final map because it's forced dismounting.
And teleporters. Oh wait, no, that's just 24x.
Yeah, that's 24x.
Yeah, no.
That's not a thing in the actual final map.
Yeah.
And then like
Basically, FE5's final map is basically just like a prototype FE7 final map.
Yeah.
And then like I don't particularly like TRS's final map either.
TRS's final map is just like kind of boring, I think.
It's
Yeah.
just boring and just it doesn't
you-
feel good to play.
Like
There's
I
not a whole
think,
lot going on. I don't feel like.
Yeah, I think TRS's endgame is really lacking, except for the Gurksel fight. Gurksel fight's fun as hell, but like,
The Gurksel fight's cool, yeah.
yeah, it's just like the rest of it is.
Even if half of it is just like clearing out the moguls.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
Time for what I'm about to
when
call.
Renee.
Time for what I am about to call a pro gamer move.
Getting Minerva killed sounds good.
No, I'm gonna warp Astrum into the room with a sniper with a killing edge.
Oh. Okay, so we're getting Astrum killed. Cool, gotcha.
No, we're he can survive a hit. Ooh, Minerva level up. Skill
Okay, yeah, 8
defense.
hits. What about 2?
He's got 8 defense to their what's their attack? 22.
Remember,
Okay, yeah.
remember crit rate is the thing.
But he's he doubles the fucker anyway.
Does he kill? Does he kill in 1 round?
I think he does, and if he doesn't, then I've got another
Break
plan.
your count, you better kill me in one shot.
And if he doesn't, I've got another plan.
Do you now?
Yes.
Yeah, another thing that I don't like about TRS's final map is like the whole like you're locked behind doors at the start thing.
Mm-hmm.
That just feels unnecessary to me.
I think the problem with it is the fact that they don't tell you that's how it works. So the
Yeah.
first time you play it, you're just sitting there like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
And just in general, I find it pretty boring.
There
Also,
we
by the way,
go.
Riek, you needed the double crit for that to work.
I know.
Yeah.
And that's why I had a backup plan if it didn't. The backup plan.
What was his backup plan?
The backup plan to trade the staff and teleport Linde there and use Aura at,
Why didn't you
Melee.
just do that to start with?
because I had faith in Astrum. Do not question my plans, for you are not smart enough to understand them.
I mean, I guess it could be worse. It could be a 12 Astrum.
True.
Do not underestimate my plans.
Man, like fucking like Astrum and Samson in FE12 is I think is like something really like I think is like the prime fucking like example of like how weird FE12's balance is because Astrum and Samson have the exact same base stats, but Astrum is completely like worthless, whereas Samson can actually be like decent filler solely because he has higher axe rank, whereas
Yeah.
Astrum has higher sword rank.
It's also because in I also feel bad for them because I feel bad for most of the pre-promotes in FE 11 and 12 because with the way stats work in those games, they needed a boost compared to they needed their stats to be boosted from their FE1 bases.
Yet another victim of unnecessary changes.
Yep. All right. Hello, Pala. Dodge. Or not.
Is that Pala?
That is Pala.
Okay. I saw the blue hair and I was confused.
All Pegs'
Yeah,
stats
Pala.
by default have blue hair.
That was a what was that?
Silver card.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, what
blocking the hell off.
What I'm hoping for with Engage's final map is that it'll just be like a Dead Lord style boss rush. I'd be hyped with that.
I'd be down for that. Like, to be honest, boss rushes are kind of fun.
Yeah, like I feel like that's just I feel like it's also just like the perfect way to end like a fire map, which is like here in this game about like clearing out enemies on maps. Let's just give you a bunch of really strong enemies to clear out on this map.
Yeah.
Like, you know, one Del, have I told you my vile idea for Endgame 2 in Idhan?
I don't think so. You never really said a whole lot of. You really haven't told me much of anything about it, to be honest.
That's fair.
If it's what I'm thinking of, yeah.
Is it the, like, I forget the exact number, but like 42 boss map?
Something like that.
Because there's
like
a
the
boss
one of
for
every
every
single
unique
prototype.
class.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's...
That'll be a fun map.
Yes.
You know what? Medea, you don't need the Silver Lance. You know who does? Paula. Give that to Paula while Paula...
I think you've.
Why didn't you just? That's
Or-
not Paula.
Or no, Katria. I meant Katria needed it more.
Okay.
Nice silver lance.
Mother...
Yeah, good. Nice silver lance.
She
Yeah,
already had the
why did
silver
you-
lance and you took it off.
Oh my
Why
god.
did you? Oh my god, Rick.
Anyway, I'm gonna head off, Celestial.
Look,
Adios.
Thanks for having me on, Riek.
No problem. Anytime. That was a smooth brain moment.
Very smooth.
Like, god damn. Alright. And yes, I am using the testicle twins.
apparently one crappy Armor Knight wasn't enough.
We need 3.
Crappy Armor Knights.
I didn't know Lady was in this call.
I mean, I just really just don't think the Armor Knights in Arcane are good or at all good.
They're fun at least, but and they're also
Like,
your
like,
only.
like Lawrence isn't terrible, just because he's good at killing Medeas if you give him the Parthia, but it's like, ugh.
He's also. They're also your only Gradivis users.
Yeah, but like fucking, you have two other effective weapons, legendary weapons you use.
But the Gradivis.
Use the Gradivis on the fucking like outdoor maps beforehand.
But the Gradivis.
Okay,
Since
but
when were you
Lawrence.
Matt?
Huh?
I said, since when were you Matt?
Yeah, when did you
I've
become
always
Matt?
loved the Gradivis. I've always had a deep love of the Gradivis.
Like, the Gradivis is cool, but it's like, I don't know.
God damn. Ah.
Honestly, a little sad that we got Caster killed, because, like, I think Caster actually might be, like, probably the best person to kill Medeas with, because of his, like, 60% growth in strength.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be fine. Marth can kill him just fine. Like, Marth can kill Medeas just fine.
I know, but I just want to see Caster brick house.
I do too. I like Castor a lot.
Yeah. That one Caster was actually good.
Yeah. Alright, that's everyone. Alright, now I've trapped thieves. Alright, this guy's going to attack Marth, who's just gonna...
Why are we sending Marth over here on his lonesome?
Village.
Village.
Yeah, but like...
This is called the Marth Power Levels Hour. Strength, speed, weapon level, HP. Hell yeah.
I mean, you had your chance on the last, like, 12 maps.
Eh.
But instead you're deciding to train everyone equally, which is what's gotten everyone killed so far.
Everyone's... Holy shit, Marth.
Okay, Spara, place your bets. How long is it gonna take for Marth to die?
I mean, these archers have missed, so unfortunately.
That one didn't miss.
That one did not miss.
How long will it take?
Oh, they can't even reach. Never mind.
Yeah, they're too far away.
Damn.
Arcanea Archer moment.
We have a new sword unit. His name is Astra.
Okay, but consider Marth gets you a game over.
Astria.
True, but
So it doesn't. So like whether or not he's better than Marth is pretty inconsequential.
oh no, he's talking about Ultimate Recoil is talking about to replace to replace Ogma and Navarre. Ooh, Vulnerary.
I mean, Marth is still better than both. So yeah, like that, not a bad idea.
Hey, yo, why no boots on Marth? What the
Oh,
fuck
I
is
forgot
this?
to trade though. I forgot to take those off of those are on. Oh yeah, those are on Julian, right?
I thought you were gonna say they're on Ogma for a moment. I'm like, wait a minute.
No, they're not on Ogma. Ogma only lost 2 promo items, which I can easily get back.
Not fast enough though.
Tomato, rutabaga.
You know what? Rutabagas are actually like pretty good. I think.
I've
Right,
never had
rutabaga.
one.
They actually make a pretty decent alternative to actually like
I didn't
potatoes.
even realize that Catria was only level 3. God damn.
Yeah, Catria kind of sucks in this game, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, she's still got good bases and can double with a Silver
It
Lance.
doesn't really matter because like the way you care about in this game is reaching promo.
True.
So like Paolo, who joins a level 8, is significantly better. And you might honestly even be able to make the argument that like S is a little bit better because I think she starts at level 5.
Starts at level 5 and also has good enough weapon levels to I think use the Gradivis even.
Maybe.
Oh wait, no, Gradivis is like
Is her
level.
base weapon? I was gonna say, is her base weapon level that good? Damn.
Yes, she's got a really good base weapon level.
What the fuck? She has base 11 weapon level.
Yeah. Oh wait, Gradivis is like 15 or 16, so she needs like.
It's 8.
Oh, it's 8. Gradivis is only 8.
No, it's 12. It's 12. Sorry, I was looking at the weight. It's 12. It's
Okay, but still, just 1 weapon level increase, she can use the Gradivis.
Yeah.
I guess us arrived.
the Virgin saving the manual for Tomas versus the Chad saving the manual for Est.
Yeah. There we go. Level 10, Speed, Luck, Defense, HP. God damn, he just keeps leveling all of that. Speed.
It's a miracle what a trademark can do. Wish we could have had that sooner.
He's been doing good enough so far. You don't need to worry, Del. God.
So yeah, those two are where Pal and Catria used to spawn.
Yeah.
But for some reason they changed it here.
FE3
Hi,
is
Camus.
fun like that.
This song is a bop. Holy shit. Like, I like this song. For, the Camus, like, this theme.
Yeah.
Bosun,
Oh,
I killed Bosun last map. How do you have, oh, Thoron, right. He dropped Bolganum last time. I was like.
Yeah. Also, you said Boa, not what the hell.
Well, he also added, it was taken by the, Sage Bosun from last chapter.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Alright. Time to commit murder on some thieves. But yeah, there we go. Oh, accidentally clicked out. Strength, skill, luck, weapon level, HP. Not bad. And silver card obtained.
No. It was the Silver.
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 You know, silver card and member card stack, don't they? Or like you get,
I
or you
think
get
so.
discount. Yeah.
They should, yeah.
That means when I get to when I get to the second members shop, if I get that far, I can buy promo items for cheap.
I mean, if you keep spending your money on a bunch of silver weapons, maybe not.
You're somewhat right.
Like you get a lot of gold in this game, but you like fucking that doesn't mean you get an infinite amount.
I mean, right now I've got 10,000 gold.
Where the fuck did you get 10? What?
One of the thieves last chapter.
Oh.
All right, you die. Or not. That means that's just a kill for Katria. Is Katria? Yeah, Katria can two-shot. Oh yeah. Or she just crits. Fuck yeah. And now Minerva's time to shine. Son of a bitch. Minerva.
Whose time to shine was it?
Minerva's.
Sure about that?
Missing a fucking 97. I swear to fucking God, girl.
Alright, so spar placer bets who's going to die, Lena or Maria?
I don't have a coin to flip.
Oh.
Well, they're next to me anyway. I'm too
Well, here,
lazy.
here.
I'm too lazy and tired to move.
Here, I'll pull up a D&D dice roll thing.
She's fine. They have 0 AS. See?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, healers are actually fast in this game because nothing weighs them down.
And also, they're using steel lances,
nothing-
which weigh them down too.
I mean,
There we go. Like, these fools decided they want to use steel weapons. Because you know what it's time for?
what is the time?
Armor Knight Training Arc. After... Because... Draug can move right there.
You can move right there and he can miss with an iron. Why didn't you?
Because I'm saving that for Katria.
Okay.
That kills for Katria. Everything's going according to plan.
Okay, well, you say Armor Knight Training Arc, and then you immediately choose to not kill something with an Armor Knight. So do forgive my confusion.
Okay, fair. But I said Armor Knight and Katria Training Arc.
I just heard Armor Knight.
Okay. But yeah,
I
now
just said
training...
yeah, no, you just said Armor Knight.
Alright, but it's also the Katria Training Arc too. Especially if she dodges. Good on you, Katria.
Katua.
Katua, yeah. Old translations are a fucking trip. Money! 5,000 gold. So what's that about being low on money?
I mean, aren't they like 2,500 gold apiece?
The promo items?
Yeah.
I think that's before the discount.
Nope,
But-
they're 10,000 gold apiece. Never mind.
Okay, but still, I won't need that many. There's still a lot more to be dropped.
Plus, if you keep getting people killed, you definitely want to buy that many.
Exactly, you get it.
I love how he doesn't even try to deny it.
Exactly, you get it. What's in this shop? And nah. What's in this shop? Jack shit.
Man, what no boots does to a motherfucker.
Yep.
What no boots does to a motherfucker, but it doesn't matter.
No boots?
What does this guy drop? Oh, he just dropped silver. Lame ass bitch. You should drop a promo item.
I'm sad. I'm sad no one thought to at least try the fucking tier 5 rain on Riggs thing.
Yeah. Okay. You know who does drop promo items though?
Who?
Ogma.
You're right, I still have the Devil Axe that needs repairing when I get the Hermern Staff. No, we are never dropping the Devil Axe.
I need to just like reach through the internet, grab Riggs controller, and just have board drop it.
Oh.
Okay, we're getting both killed. That's a decent alternative.
He survived.
But for how much longer?
He survived.
For how much longer?
I'd say a bit longer. Well, son of a bitch.
It's really gotta do that extra damage.
Well, good job, Medea. Alright. You right there.
Why didn't you move?
Why didn't you full move him?
Because if those flyers appear, he's on Forest Avoid.
If those flyers go to him, they're fucking dead.
Better safe than sorry.
I feel like 15 avoid isn't enough to call it safe, per se.
Especially not in this, and especially not in Arcanea.
Yeah.
Better safe than sorry. I stand by that.
You will die on this hill,
Yes.
and so will Marth if you're not careful.
God.
Remember, Dell, in the old patch, he's just Marth.
Actually,
Oh,
it's
swear.
still Marth here.
Sometimes it's Marth, and sometimes it's Mar.
Yeah, it's
Mar.
Mar because of...
Mar.
It's only because of this emblem thing. It gets blocks off. What? It's Marth.
Mar.
It's Marth when he doesn't have the emblem, but better safe than not safe at all. Yep.
So I guess him getting the Fire Emblem marred his name.
Okay, that one was good.
Dell is just silent.
Huh? I completely missed whatever just happened there.
I said getting the Fire Emblem marred his name.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
The disappointment.
Time for chimp to chimp fight style. Chimp to chimp combat.
we said chimp, not fucking King Kong.
King Kong's a chimp. Alright. More damage is better. Especially if you just crit like that, Astrum.
If you'd use a killing edge, you wouldn't have crit. I just want you to know.
Oh, I figure. Just my luck with this game. There we go. And Yeah, whatever. We're about to be in completely killing everything territory anyway. Alright, Julian. Nobody else. Enemy. Pegasus arrive.
Yeah, CeeLo, watch how dead these guys are.
Yeah. Mars just decided I'm gonna just double stab, but make that second stab really fucking count.
There's now a crater where that Pegasus Knight used to be.
Yes. God.
Now there's another crater where that Pegasus Knight used to be.
Alright, level 11, skill, luck, weapon level. He's now got capped luck.
Wait, does he?
I think. Yep.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Those are some damn good stats.
It's almost like Marth's really good when trained.
Yeah, I mean, I've trained Marth a lot, but
In this map.
I've trained Marth a lot in my other runs of FE3.
Didn't really train him much here until this map.
This is usually the map I train him anyway.
Why now and not like earlier?
Just how it turns out. Do not question my ways, for you will never understand.
You know
I
who
mean,
else won't understand?
Swear
If
to
you-
God.
I-
Swear to fucking God.
I didn't do the voice. You know you're safe.
I swear to fucking God.
I was gonna say all the units that he killed.
Oh.
Del, you know I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the meme if I do the voice. If I'm not doing the voice, you're safe.
Okay.
If I'm not doing the muscle man voice, you're safe.
Alright. Pegasus arrived. It also helps when... Oh, they're not even going after Marth anymore.
Can you?
They're too scared of him.
Oh, that's not Dragon, man.
Yeah, that's Michelin. There we go. This one is Drog, though.
Yeah, can we please get the fucking javelin off him, please?
We will in just a second.
This weak ass javelin that misses the broadside of a barn and it also doesn't double.
Yeah,
Why did you? Okay.
it's Tom's training hours with the Silver Lance. It's time. It's time. Time to funnel. Alright. Also, Marth doesn't need super like, he doesn't need to be super high leveled, like, in mid-game, because he's, unlike Shadow Dragon, he only goes up to level 20.
Mhm.
So it's not that big a deal.
Marth confirmed pre-promote.
Yeah. Minerva, you take the kill. Just because I find it funny. And also because Minerva's pretty good. Alright, there's that. That right there. Yeah, I love just how fast these guys start walking. Now that you're fast enough. Oh right, you gotta dismount her.
It's okay, she'll still be better than 90% of your army.
Eh. It's like Castor never left.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
I don't have to answer to you, Dal.
I don't recall asking you a question.
Skill, luck, HP. Hell yeah. The sus Pegasus arrived. Alright. There we go. Alright. First one versus Michelin. And he dodges. Alright. It's Testicle Twin Training Arc.
I think Martha might have something to say about that.
Yeah. I mean, it's his training arc too. He's gonna kill Jill at the end of this map. Preordained. Because, you know, I do it all for the theming.
He doesn't. Oh, he can't open doors.
No, I know. That's why I'm sending Julian up. Well, actually, I'm sending,
No, you send Julian up. No, you send Julian up.
You send Julian up. You send Julian up.
But I don't want him to face the Armor Knight.
You have Astrum literally right there.
Oh, and he has a vulnerary on him.
You send Julian up, and then so you can trade the boots onto Marth.
That
Yes.
too.
Yeah. We got this. Alright. And Lind. Hopefully Astrum doesn't steal your kill completely.
Also, don't you have physic on someone here?
I used them all up.
Oh.
I used them all up to keep the Testicle Twins alive.
Just warp Maria, forehead.
But that's a waste of the warp. I need it for something special.
Yes, because clearly you care so much about it.
There you go. I was joking.
I'm saving it for something, for when a thief steals something valuable. Alright. You, Testicle Twin, kill! My god. Matt has ruined these characters for me. HP. We'll take it. Enemy.
That bishop up there was vibing.
Yeah, I mean he has a full-on restore staff that he he has a full-on staff he can't really use. Well, fuck yeah. That's a badass crit, I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
Alright.
It's funny how iconic that one crit animation is, Zeffy, because it's in FE3, it's in the usual games, it's what Ike does for his crit and Path of Radiance.
Yeah. Jesus. Alright.
I love the concept of Steel Lance Pegasi, because it literally makes them worthless. Because it tries to offset their one thing of bad strength, but it's not enough to do that, and in return it gets rid of their good stat.
Yeah.
So they just become flying balls of nothing.
Alright. Boa, heal him the fuck up. But yeah. God. And if the Pegasus Knights keep coming, we'll just keep training these fuckers. Alright. Chill. Chill. Or not.
Goodbye, Bell.
Oh, did Del just dip?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is getting pretty late. I'm gonna try to end the map.
I think I was gonna dip because I am tired as hell.
Fair.
So,
Fair. Thank you all for being here.
Goodbye.
Adios. Alright, so let's see what Tom's next level up is. Strength, speed, weapon level, HP. Jesus Christ. Got the good level. Trade. 1 boots. 1 boots. So now he has 11 move. Hell yeah. So now we get this. Lind. If Astrum doesn't kill. Enemy. Pegasus has arrived. Pegasus arrived. Alright. Next. Don't. Okay. Well, that guy's dead. Astrum's close to another level up. Alright. This is going to be funny. Especially if we dodge again. Nope. Nope. Alright, 10 EXP. Alright, you right there. You're gonna deal a pretty decent amount. Jesus. How much? Alright, you take that javelin hit to the face. So yeah, we're almost... Oh, come the fuck on, okay. You take a hit. Come on. God damn. Okay, 32. And there we go. Does this guy have? Nope, just a silver. Okay, cool. God, Marth's movement range is so good now. There we go. Bruh. There we go. And what's my effective damage? 29. 11. I'll just wait for the counter crit. Alright, and are Pegasi arriving? No, okay. Okay, now they arrive. Oh, it's first heal, then reinforcements. I like that. And fitting. Okay, level 12. Strength, speed, weapon level, HP. Yep, Shima. Well, I don't know. Well, I don't think that'll ever matter again. Alright. Well, fuck you too. Alright, you... You just want to... There we go. And the twins will be, the testicle twins will be pretty good for next run. And... Okay, Drog. Hit this fucker. Hit this fucker, please. Thank you. How much health does this fucker have now? Yeah, okay, I'll do this. Just because I can. So, the twins will be level 6 and 5. There we go. Sit, skill, defense, HP. Okay, that's just guaranteed hit. There we go. Alright, that's exact. Skill and weapon level. I'll take it. Neither are particularly impressive, but it is what it is. So no Falchion here. So, you have to wonder, where's the boss of this map? The good old Garnath. So we're gonna use Wendell. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be bringing our armor buddies here. We are bringing Julian. We are bringing Maji. We are bringing Gordon. We're bringing Tomas. We're bringing Astrum. We're bringing Sheeta. And... where's a good... Oh, Silver Lance and Supply. Hell yeah. What's a Night Crest? It's hard to have the Night Crest. Someone has a Night Crest, and I don't know who. Oh. It was Ogma. So, I just lost all my promo items all at fucking once. In that map. You know what? I'm giving you the speed ring just because. And we're taking that. So yeah. This is the end, but is there anything good on this map? Nope. Ooh, a recover staff. Thunder. So we're gonna save. And this is going to be the end of the stream, y'all. So thank you all for coming by. And honestly, I'll see you all again when it's time for Fire Emblem Engage this Friday. So till then, thank you all and have a good night. Farewell.